Hello?
Here we go.
All right, cool. We live.
We live now. All right, guys. Recording live somewhere.
Yes. Live on the 845. We are on the record. I'm DJ Intense. To the left, I got my man Walt.
What it do? We back at it again.
And the far left on his right is my man Said He Said, man. What's going on, man?
What up?
So, this is how we do, man, on the record podcast, DJ Intense and company. I guess the first day, let's do a recap. Right?
Oh, boy.
Because, we know who we are, and if you guys follow the podcast, you should know who we are by now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, the first recap is going to be EDP.
It's not a PEDO
No.
file?
No, he's not.
Really?
Allegedly, he's not.
Oh, boy.
For those that don't know,
wild.
your man EDP 445, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, EDP 445 was recently caught doing some malicious activity.
Called slipping out here.
Soliciting sex with a minor.
Yes, you listening sex with a minor. But he got off because...
Entrapment.
Yes. So the guys on YouTube called...
Well, were of YouTube.
Yes.
Predator Poachers.
Yes.
We'll tell you later about that situation because karma hits fast.
Yes, it does.
But what happened was the way they set things up and did the spot-on interrogation and all that stuff, it goes to the lines of entrapment. And because of that situation, the police cannot really charge him for soliciting sex with a minor.
Exactly.
So that's how he got away from that situation. So now he's about to skate out with no punishment whatsoever outside from the fact that he's going to lose his YouTube money. Pretty much he's done. YouTube already terminated his channel, lost his revenue stream, all that stuff. It's over for him. He's done. But at the same time, he won't face real punishment because of entrapment.
Yeah. So basically what these guys were doing, they were acting like the authorities. They got him wrapped up in this whole... They set him up.
Yeah.
And put it on YouTube instead of just going to the authorities directly like a normal person should do.
They decided to say, you know what, let's do it for the bucks.
Yes, do it for the clout. They were clout chasing.
Getting views.
And their page got shut down by YouTube.
Because of what they did was some real grade A effery of the highest order, because you're holding out information on a person who could have possibly done something really, really bad.
Exactly.
And you're doing the right thing, going to the police about it and reporting them. You decide, you know what, let's build our page, let's pull our brand up by putting him on full blast and destroy his brand as well in the process.
So basically they were just hating.
Tampering of the highest order.
Very much.
And it's not only that, they were also exposed by another YouTuber by the name of Chisel Adonis. Shout out to BK.
Shout out to boy Chisel, man.
Yeah, he's a good dude. And he put him on full blast. Dude, who's a part of Predator Poachers, has done some real foul ish in the past. Like, he be dropping M-bombs on a regular. He actually tried to get a 15-year-old boy to take some pictures and whatnot to sell for another.
What?
Yeah, I saw the stream in which he was doing. We tried to get his 15-year-old kid to take some pictures of himself in order to set up a trap for another poacher trying to do in the future.
But dude, I thought you said it was a 15-year-old girl, not a 15-year-old boy.
No, it's a boy. I checked the video. It was a boy.
Wait, time out.
That's my fault. My mistake.
No. You're not. I'm not coming after you. I'm coming at the situation.
Yeah.
So the Predator Poachers, right?
Yeah.
They tried to elicit photos from a 15-year-old boy.
Yes.
To trap somebody.
Yes.
What kind of society we living in? Why?
We do anything for clout, though. That's what it is.
Why would
right?
you do that?
We do it. Listen, the man did say in the song, we do anything for clout. And that's what it was. They tried to build their brand up. They probably got paid, but at the same time, because of what happened with this whole situation, even their channel got destroyed. And rightfully so.
I feel like taking a shower.
Yeah, it's sick. I'm happy their channel got destroyed because it's just like,
but
you can't be doing stuff like that.
Unfortunately, they have a website still.
Who cares?
And here's the thing. You too can watch their dish on live, uncut, and uncensored for a little price of $100 a month, $500 a month, or $1,800 a month.
Oh, they're done. No one's going to do that.
No one's going to do that because the revenue won't equate to what you have. You might have a loyal, hardcore fans who might attempt it, but that's not going to last too much longer.
Dude, there's no way in hell I'm going to drop $100 a month for these two losers, man. Nah.
So they're trying to do like a porn subscription?
Pretty much. They're trying to do the OnlyFans. But without the OnlyFans looking over their shoulder, I guess.
That's crazy.
They're trying to make sure IG don't get a cut?
Pretty much.
Well, it's Google. Remember, YouTube is owned by Google.
But you know what it is? Google did a lot to oversee the overhaul of YouTube.
Yeah.
And you can't say certain things on YouTube. Like, you can't say or you'll be demonetized like that.
So, for that will not be, it'll be blurred out. It's good for live.
Yeah.
But not good for, well, we're not saying it's good. I'm just saying for live, we can say that. But for...
Hell, saying on IG on YouTube, to get you demonetized quick.
So those two words, we're going to blur it out so that way we don't get demonetized because we don't want the problems.
Dude, it's a whole list.
Not at all.
Like, it's like it tops George Carlin's 7 words you can't see on television. It's like 100 words you can't see on YouTube. For real, though, man. Come on. We can't say nothing. And I understand where they come from. They try to save their brand and all that stuff. But who do you have a competition? You have nobody. You ain't going nowhere as YouTube.
I'm just trying to figure out that what you said just now just kind of mind effed me. That they try to get a 15-year-old boy to send him photos of himself nude to trap people. That's disgusting.
Dude,
I'd rather you say I'm not. No, hold on. When I say this, I don't recommend people doing this. I'd rather you said a girl that were trying to do that, not a boy.
And we mean a barely legal 18-year-old girl.
I'm not saying it's right. I did not say that. I'm just saying that it's nasty both ways. But to get a little boy, that's even worse.
You could have hired a 18-year-old boy or girl to do this thing.
Yeah, why would you go to a 50-year-old? Did the
crazy.
cops get involved with that, or that's just something that people leaked out they knew about?
The police couldn't get involved in that because it's just because of the way it was set up, the whole situation. Because it was entrapment, plain and simple.
With a 50-year-old boy?
No, that's
EDP.
boy. No, EDP. But,
EDP was a trap. Yeah.
But for the whole thing with the predator poachers, unfortunately, they can't do nothing about that.
That's disgusting.
Nothing happened on the other end. The boy didn't take a picture.
Thank God.
Yeah, seriously.
Because as a parent, if I find out that my son is using himself to, for YouTube likes and clicks, hell no. Are you kidding me?
No.
It's bugged. It's real bugged.
You got to pull and put some hands on them guys. Like that's not okay in any way. Like first of all, that's a kid.
Yeah.
And what these two guys are doing, they're so thirsty for likes and doing all these things that they're tampering with a possible ongoing investigation.
What did he say on your live? Somebody's talking to you right now.
For me?
Yes.
All right, so we're back again.
Yeah. So, but that's just nasty.
Listen, it's the things we do for money.
I can't believe that. They're just as bad as him.
Dude, the fact that you're doing this for money, for clout, for clicks, is like, come on, man.
For clicks, I understand you expose people because people are disgusting. Yes, I get it. But you eliciting photos to entrap people, why don't you just go and hire, like I said, go hire somebody who just turned 18. There you go.
Done, legally.
Seriously, there's a lot of things people could do for money, but if it involves kids, it's in that fashion, it's disgusting.
Very.
But you know what it is? Like I said, once again, you know what it is? The whole YouTube culture thing is so toxic at this point. Like, people are doing the most they can just to come up and to be that next channel. So you see the money is so easily gained. Like, this one kid who tests his toys out is the richest kid on YouTube.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I forgot his name. Oh man.
Small little Asian kid.
I know you're talking about too. He actually has a chain line with Walmart.
Yeah.
Yeah, him and his parents, they do the toy review, and Walmart gave him a contract. Oh my gosh, you can maybe look it up. But I know it's the key you're talking about because I talk about that with one of my other
and that was a
parents.
smart hustle.
Yeah, smart hustle.
A smart hustle, like
ingenious.
Yeah, but unfortunately, because of that clout they get from YouTube, they use that to pull some power moves. Like, prime example, Pro Jarret was underground harem of girls that we didn't know about, and I don't know how he's still alive on YouTube after all that nonsense, but he's still around.
What did he do?
He had an underground harem, like pretty much a sex dungeon, if you will.
What's wrong with you people?
Don't worry, he'll be taking a different kind of sub in prison.
No. It's illegal though.
For real, like, what's wrong with you people?
But you know, people use their clout to get an advantage, to get some poon or get some dollars, man. That's just what it is, man. Anything that God's gift to anybody, dude. Here's reality: y'all ain't special.
No,
y'all ain't special. You can be easily replaced by another channel just like that. So it's like, to get a big head over this situation and try to pull it to get some poon or get some money is ridiculous.
I'm not saying that you can't do what you want, but just like, come on.
Have some
dignity, man. Damn.
have some integrity. Listen, do I want to be like a rock star? Yeah, definitely want to be a rock star. But come on, not like this.
Nah.
Over YouTube clout, get the hell out of here, man. Y'all like you're thin near Kanye West. Come on now, like cut it out.
That's nasty.
The thing is, there's so many things you can do on YouTube. Like there are people that do like those mukbang challenges. There are people that do like pranks and stuff like that.
And I don't like those mukbang challenges at all. I don't. Like yo,
And that's the one you eat all that food, right?
it's like y'all giving fellatio to a crab leg. Like what the hell's going on right now?
Listen, people are into that stuff.
Nah, I'm good.
I
homie.
met a girl, and she knows who I'm talking about. That actually, she falls asleep to people eating food.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
honestly,
Yeah.
it's a thing.
And she listens. She's like, I started it on YouTube, and then there's this one lady, and this lady's literally eating like a couch, like. And she's like, I fall asleep to that. I'm like,
Nah,
so
man.
you fall asleep to somebody eating food next to you.
Nah, I can't do that, man. That's disgusting.
So do you? So in my head, I'm like, I had nothing but jokes lined up. So it's if I just go to bed with you, so yeah.
So whatever happened to wave machines? Whatever happened to like
You gonna fall asleep?
hearing crickets? Like we need to
What
sleep.
happened
Like,
to like classical music? Like
Yeah, or lighting a joint,
or smooth jazz.
smooth jazz, eating drink some wine.
Or listening to Enya.
Or
If-
NyQuil.
For those who've heard about or who know Enya, she's nice to listen to and sleep to.
Facts.
To be honest with you,
I don't know who that is.
you gotta.
Sail away, sail away, sail away.
I'm
Like that's
sure-
all right.
Yes, that's the song, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Fuji sampled her too. I think on Ready or Not. Was it Ready or
No.
Not?
I think Fuji Law.
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
I gotta look it up, but
I probably
anyways,
heard of it. I just don't know who
she's
she
been-
is.
She's been sampled in hip hop before.
Yeah, she has.
Probably just don't realize it, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, yeah, that's a wild story. That's a wild girl.
Who,
Yo,
her?
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Yeah,
How so?
You gotta show me this off the air.
yeah.
Off the air.
Yeah.
This
talking
shit is like,
And he's
What does she do?
like, listen, man. Like, here's the thing. Like, if I want to fall asleep, it's called warm milk, NyQuil, and jazz music. Put on like Much Music Jazz channel on TV, and boom, done.
or some good old vibes that are now legalized today. Yeah.
Shout out to the New York Assembly. Thank you.
Yes. And shout out to all those who were locked up prior to marijuana convictions will be now freed.
And your records will be a sponge.
Yes, that's even
As
better.
it should be.
And I know it seems like we keep talking about it every episode, but I'm really, really happy that marijuana did get legalized in New York because it's about time.
And it's getting hot, and hopefully you guys will slow down and not do something reckless to put yourself back in
Unfortunately,
behind bars.
You know
I
what?
saw a video on IG of some dude jump on a NYP squad car. I'm like, it's only April, B. Like, it was April this happened. Like, dude, it's only April. We're not in the summertime mode yet. It's only April.
What did I tell you guys
It seems like it's
before?
hot.
And the block is going to be hot.
Oh, my God.
COVID put a pause on all that nonsense,
Yeah.
right? And now that COVID got lifted, everybody's free to do some shenanigans. Like, for example, right?
How that nigga that was coming in full-time hot this year.
Listen, remember I told you about the story about the black girl in Long Island
Yeah.
that ran over the cop? You're an idiot, by the way. You deserve whatever they give you.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You did.
Super
to play yourself. Anyways, long story short, she's on her podcast. She's drinking, taking shots of the hen dog,
Oh, my God.
knocking it back to back, drinking Snapple, which followed with cheese with Snapple. So you've been there on that pod for almost about an hour. You never eat any food whatsoever. It's just straight Hennessy shots. All right. Then you say F the police at the end of your podcast, and I hope they all die. You fast forward that a couple hours later, you end up running over a cop that on the LIE directing traffic. Wasn't like she was driving and the guy was inside.
Yeah.
No, he was directing traffic. So it means you intentionally, in your alcoholic state, ran him over,
Plowed him.
right? Plowed him down, kept going. Cops chased you on the road because you got the guy you ran over. You put the car in reverse, was trying to run over more cops,
Ugh.
hit a squad car, and then you finally got apprehended. Then you want to yell out loud, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to kill him."
Nah.
Sis.
Too late for that.
Too late for that.
Sis.
You done effed up.
Sis.
You already incriminated yourself with the podcast.
Years?
I'm not even going to say her name because I want to get that girl no clout. I just want to talk about the story. But, for me, this is a prime example of why people should not drink and drive because it clouds your judgment, man.
People shouldn't drive in the first place. Some people shouldn't
Yeah,
drive in the first
I
place.
hear you. You're not even lying. You're being honest. Like, drinking and driving, I don't sign up for it.
Like, who does that? Bitch.
I don't sign up for it. I'm sorry.
It's my language, but come on now.
Oh, you already 2 for 2, so you're good.
Yeah, the swear jar gonna be full of money tonight.
Listen, I'm gonna start collecting because things that get paid. But like I'm saying though, like it doesn't make any sense.
Like, here's the thing, right? I'm a Class B truck driver.
I didn't know that.
Well, yeah.
I knew you said you had
I'm a Class B license,
your
yeah.
license for. I didn't know what type it was, but go ahead.
But here's the thing, right? Anything I do, if I'm driving impaired, whatever, under the influence or DW or driving while intoxicated, or whatever, if I get caught out there, I'm done for 2 years. I'm fairly screwed. I just start from square one. I had to pay out the ass to get my thing reinstated, pay lawyer fees. I'm looking at around $30,000 to $40,000 right there from the giddy up just to get this shit back on the road.
Wow.
That just
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. For me, it is why anything over 0.4 for me, I'm done. Period.
What's the legal alcohol?
That's
I
for
forgot
me.
it was.
That's for my license.
0.04.
0.4. 0.04.
Oh, what's the legal?
0.8 for regular drivers.
So
Class
regular
B.
driver is higher,
Yes.
but truck driver is even lower.
Yep.
And you know how many truckers I seen? How many the shots are not back before they get on that road?
That's crazy.
I didn't know it was low for truck drivers.
It is very low.
I mean,
Wow.
makes sense. Think about it. That's a heavy, moving vehicle that you're dealing with.
That's true.
It's a house on wheels, pretty
Yeah.
much.
That is
Depending on
true.
what you drive, and it takes a very paramount amount of responsibility to drive one of those things because you're not only driving for you, you're driving for everybody else on the road.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
nah.
you gotta be careful because if you're not careful, it could not only cost your life but others as well on the road.
Shoot, that reminds me. Remember, was it last year during COVID? That crazy truck driver that tried to drive into the plow people
Yeah,
in Minneapolis, something like
I
that.
remember that. Yeah, oh yeah, I remember that.
So like, you
Do
just
snap.
messed up your money.
Do the snap.
I understand you got to be somebody's actually the B2, but bro, like, come on, is it really that much worth it? That you try to almost kill people?
That's wild.
But it hasn't before, and it'll happen again.
Does he realize that that's your bread and butter right there? What else can you work and do to make that? Because I know truck drivers get paid.
Actually, you can get more pay because now there's a shortage for gas coming this summer if we don't have tank drivers now. So now I'm really considering going for my A license because if I do, I get one of those jobs, I'm good money. I'm making crazy, like $100K a year.
Tank drivers,
For gas tank drivers.
I know. I'm saying
Yeah.
that's low right now.
Dude, there's about to be a shortage for gasoline this summer.
For gasoline, or just gasoline drivers?
Gasoline in general. Gasoline for all of us.
So that's why the prices are going up.
Yep. Because there's no drivers. There's no certified gas tank drivers because you need endorsements for driving hazardous material.
Mm-hmm.
You need a Class A license. You need to be insured, all that stuff. And it's crazy that we have a shortage for drivers. And, dude, it's going to be a tough summer for gasoline, people. I'm telling you right now, get ready. It's coming.
That's kind of mind-boggling to me.
Get ready, people. It hurts them.
What happened to is it something they renew every year for this stuff, or is this?
Well, here's the thing. For every 2 years, you to renew your license, you got to go for a physical, a DOT physical. You got to go for an eye exam. You got to go for training, all that stuff. You had to be on point to make sure that you're good to go to drive on the road.
So what happened to the prior drivers? Did they stop, or
Either they retired or they lose their license because of, dumb ish, like drunk driving. Or unfortunately, some have died on the job, driving on the job. It happens. But because of that shortage of drivers, now we're looking at a shortage of gasoline.
wow?
That's crazy.
It's like being a nurse. There's such a high demand for nurses because a lot of nurses are retiring,
Yeah.
and we need additional nurses to pick up from what they left off. Like the growing community of the senior citizens is getting higher and higher.
That is true.
And if you don't have nurses to cover that, then we're going to be in trouble. Sitting with gasoline, sitting with a lot of professions.
Even you saw that with produce during the COVID.
Dude, I'm surprised we still got produce coming into the market in the first place because of the migrant workers that we have in the field.
So, talk about it.
Because
right now there's a shortage of them going on.
And y'all be the ones say, yo, deport them, build that wall. And look what happened.
Hello.
Are you going to pick your own damn berries? Are you going to pick your own damn lettuce and cabbages?
Are you gonna
and
get your asparagus out there? Are you gonna get your little potatoes?
your
Because-
avocado toast will be wanting now, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be quite. Yo, you know how crazy it is that you talked about that just now about the workers on these fruit farms, because I don't know. Have you guys seen how expensive grapes are getting right now?
Wow, how expensive?
Anytime I go to Matter of Health, them things are just crazy prices.
Yo.
Those are organic shit right there, man.
Okay, so think about organic, right? I go to Costco. Costco should get you like 4 pounds of grapes for like $6.99.
Yeah, about that.
Right? Then went to $7.99. Last month it hit $10
Damn.
for 1 pack of grapes. I was like, what?
Damn.
$10? Y'all used to beat me that for $6.99 for 4 pounds. I was cool with that.
Y'all better buy some raisins. I'm telling y'all better buy some raisins.
You all right there, man? The allergies getting to you? You took it already or no?
I took the thing, but I think I need the eye drops.
All right, I'm going to get you the eye drops.
All right, so you know, let's put a pause on this.
We're going to go on break real quick. I got to take care of my man Walt right here because he don't look too good. You know, he looked like he got punched.
like that girl from wrestling got boxed up, man. Get the lumps.
Oh, my gosh. We'll be right back, man. DJ Intense here from On the Record Podcast. And
Walt, what it do?
so today we have Gabrielle Coachella for the new Song of the Episode. Make sure you guys follow her at It's Gabrielle Coachella. She's a wonderful artist. I've known this girl for about a while now. Very, very talented, very underrated. And I hope you enjoy her song that she has out. And it is called Friends.
Gabriella Coachella. Yeah. Trip Queen. Pretty face, y'all them. Girls cool. We come together, leave together. That's my bestie. LOL, I be sweating her. She hold me down in any weather. Go, bestie. Call her up on the weekend. I need to know what we doing. Step out and liquor sinking. And now we feeling unruly. Vibes it turn up, energy it buck. Boy it mash up, give them medic and refill my cup. Big up my friends, them now left them out. Big up my friend them. It don't matter if you're near or far. Big up my friend them. But mine can't tear us apart. Big up my friend them. Every one of them know they are. Big up my friend them. Now left them out. Girls cold, no girl can this. If you violate, then appear badness. We too pretty for put up on practice. If you hear me say goodie, I'm right on this. Sure, the weed a bust in my head. If I'm them, me know who's my friend. Me head chips, so nobody trouble them. My friend them, vibes it turn up, energy it buck. Boy it mash up, give them medic and refill my cup. Big up my friends them, now left them out. Big up my friend them. It don't matter if you're near or far. Big up my friend them. Bad man can tear us apart. Big up my friend them. Every one of them know they are. Big up my friend them. Now left them out. Girls cold when we are posed for the pic. Fenty lips, good ear, Fendi kicks. Too cute, snap and should both my lips. Put on a cute face, pick a caption for this. We just want to have fun. Came up with the bag, so the drinks have to run. Twerk, wine and laugh until we meet the sun. Party nights can done. Vibes it turn up, energy it buck. Boy it mash up, give them medic and refill my cup. Big up my friends, them now left them out. Big up my friend them. It don't matter if you're near or far. Big up my friend them. Bad man can tear us apart. Big up my friend them. Every one of them know they are. Big up my friend them. Now left them out. Big up my friend them. Big up my friend. Big up my friend.
Well, we're here. My man Walt here, you know, he's a little in recovery mode. You know what I'm saying? We getting him back, right? Back on track.
Yep.
Right, said he said? You good, Walt?
We
I'm
good.
gonna figure it out.
All right,
He's
so,
good.
wow. So this one just popped in my lap. It's breaking news, actually. So in Puerto Rico,
Oh boy.
a professional boxer, Felix Verdejo, has been charged with the murder, kidnapping, carjacking, killing of an unborn child of his side piece, Keishla Rodriguez Ortiz.
Ooh.
She actually went missing about a couple days ago.
Oh my god.
I think April 29th, April 28th.
Yikes.
Dude, it's May 2nd, man.
Yeah, May 2nd.
It's crazy.
And here's what allegedly that happened, and witnesses actually, testify against. So he probably, they were there. So apparently, what it was is that he called somebody April 27th. That he asked him to terminate his unborn child, right? And then April 29th, Verdejo, I'm sorry, I'm butcher's name. He contacted Miss Ortiz and asked her to meet near her home. He said that Verdejo and a witness drove to the meeting point in his Dodge Durango. They met up with her. Once she got in the car, Verdejo punched the victim in the face, injected her with a syringe, and filled the substance form with a drug.
Jesus.
Verdejo and the witness then restrained the victim's arms and feet with a wire. The prosecutor said that he allegedly tied a block to the victim, and he shot her.
Wow.
With a pistol. From there, he threw the victim into the water.
Wow, that's heavy. That's really
This
heavy.
is all allegedly now. This is from the person. This is probably the person you went with and did this crime with.
Yeah.
And they flipped on him.
Had to be.
Just, you know what it is?
Because you're getting too much eyewitness testimony right here.
That's thorough detail, and also, my thing is like he probably thought this person was a writer, and after it happened, that person just probably felt instant guilt.
Oh, my question.
Oh yeah.
Not only you killed the mother, you killed the child. So of course you're gonna feel some type of way. You know what I mean? You are gonna feel some type of way because now not only you commit one murder, you committed 2 murders.
Yeah, because you murdered your unborn child because she was pregnant at the time.
Yeah.
And I guess in the fit of rage, he wanted her to get rid of the kid.
Yeah, terminate the kid. Yeah.
Because that's his lover. It's not his main chick. It's his side piece.
Yeah.
And then in your jealous rage, you committed murder. And I don't feel sorry for you at all for what happens to you.
Nah, you get what you get.
You get what you get, bro.
You know, whether that's you getting killed, buried underneath the prison, you get what you get.
Yep.
That girl didn't deserve to die like that.
No,
Not at all.
not at all.
You know, and then a baby at that too. Like, that's just all types of just craziness, my guy.
Without question. And like I said, man, because here's the thing. Here's the unwritten code in prison. If you go to prison, you go to prison for anything except for killing children and killing women.
Yeah.
Amen.
You do one of those two, you're pretty much a dead man walking. Especially if you're Gen Pop.
Yeah, what's he in for? Oh, really? Oh, that's what's up. We're gonna get him.
Yeah.
That's exactly how that's gonna go.
They don't play that in prison.
Nah.
Not at all.
I'm just taken aback that this man did that all that he said that he did. Because I'm like, what?
You had a fledgling career in boxing.
The guy was 27-9. He was doing well for himself.
Shit. And you know, who knows? That girl could have family on the inside. They find out what dude did, and it's a wrap.
Yep.
Reynolds rap.
No amount of boxing skills gonna save you from getting shanked to death.
Nope.
Nope.
Or worse.
Nope.
Seriously.
I'm just, I remember this actually happened in Rockland. Oh my gosh, it had to have been 08, 09.
I know who you're talking about.
Remember the girl? What was her good name? Carissa or something like that?
Caress, yeah.
Caress, yeah, a young girl. She was 16, and her boyfriend, he killed her.
Yeah,
Actually, killed her by a church. Wow. The church that I used to go to.
Yeah, she was always like a really, really cool girl, full of energy and stuff like that. She was.
You knew her?
Yeah, she was. She was in my She would have graduated high school with us had that never happened.
Oh wow!
Because she was my year. Like I think at that time it was like I didn't know her like that, but it was always passing and
you saw her in the school.
It was always cordial and stuff like that. But so like when that happened, even that like it happened so long ago. As soon as you mentioned it, I know instantly who you were talking about.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that thing really fucked us up. Like I feel like it happens in every like era or generation where just something happens to a person. Like that to me was just like that was just, oh man, she was missing. Then you find a backstory and she's found.
Yeah.
And
Rough.
Real rough, man. Because I always tell guys this, and people think I'm being facetious, man. It takes two to tango.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying
it does.
Wasn't that it was 1-on-1 and this? No, it took two of you guys to make this happen, and because you're using your fame and your status, for what it is, you got to accept the consequences, brother.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying. So she got pregnant. All right, boom. Be a man.
Said.
I don't got to be with you, but I got, what I'm saying? I got to take responsibility. Exactly. Bro, what do you think was going to happen?
Yeah, you think she's going to get away with this? Like, people are just going to stop asking where she is?
Well, remember, this happened in Puerto Rico.
Still, like, somebody love her. Somebody
I know.
about
I
her,
I hate to say it, though,
yeah.
but in Puerto Rico, there's a real pandemic going on in Puerto Rico with a lot of women getting beat up, abused, and killed on the island.
Yeah, and the fun is, this is not the first one, the second one. They had one before this one of another woman who got beaten. She got burnt alive.
Yep.
It's a crazy. I'm like, what?
And it's not only like regular women. It's like, not only women. It's like trans women as well.
Yeah, man.
And it's like it's all bad. And the sad part is I'll see some investigations being done. Even some people who are on the forces, the police forces on the island, they're also involved in some of the spousal abuse, women abuse as well.
Oh yeah.
So it's all corrupt.
It does all corrupt.
I mean, and you're not really hearing it on the main island. Like, it took Vice News. They did a report about that a few weeks back. I saw on Vice Land, and I never knew it was that bad for women in Puerto Rico, and it's really bad. It's really bad.
I think women all around are being mistreated because even out here in America, is an Instagram, I guess, user that I follow, and it's called Black Missing FDN. But it's like Black Missing.
Yeah.
Bro, you should see how many times a day they post up missing children or missing this or missing adult, missing teen, missing et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then like I'll wait and I'll wait and I'll wait, and then sometimes you hear real like, oh, this person was found. Like, yes.
Good. Yeah.
And then sometimes when I see some of those, when I hear sad news, I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? And then the body was found, over in the woods. The body was found over here in the water. The body was found behind. I'm like, what is people doing?
I honestly, I don't understand that. I don't understand it,
It's 2021.
Stuff like that. And my thing is, like, I think, like, I try to see how, like, what the psychology is behind that, because, like, when you're doing a thorough investigation and stuff like that, it's a deep dive into, like, beyond the evidence, like, the psychology of how it got to this point and stuff like that. And I don't know if you could ever find a conclusion to some stuff like that, because it's just wild.
It's beyond effed up that we do this on a regular basis.
Yeah, man.
Like, what would drive a man to do that?
My freedom cost me too much to throw away that one little bit of rage.
Seriously.
Exactly.
It does.
No. Another common example, and the Coleman family. The man choked out his wifey in her own crib with your kids in the house.
Wow.
That's dark.
And you killed her by strangulation. So you had your woman's,
The mother of your kids.
your mother of your kids in your own arms. And you choked her out.
And you would realize, like,
oh my God, I'm putting my hands on somebody, let me stop.
And my kids are there.
Yeah.
That's dark, man.
There's not enough anger in the world for me to do that to my wife.
No. I keep
kids.
telling dudes, if you get that anger from your spouse, man,
leave the house.
Leave.
Seriously.
Leave the house. Leave her alone.
Leave the state.
Tell her that, we're done. It's not you, it's not me. And we gotta go find separate ways. We're not good for each other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm not gonna throw my life away for you.
Exactly.
Just like that.
Because I'm telling you, man, it's you see it's time and time again. Like,
because if we have kids and I get to that point, it'll be for the kids. It won't be for you.
Yeah.
You know, because like it's when I tell you like your freedom is priceless. You know, you
Talk about it,
you
man.
could be going through some of the most horrific things financially, personally, whatever the case is. But there is nothing like being free to go outside, to think, to reflect. You know, there's nothing like it. Once you're behind those bars,
it's over.
You know, with a man telling you when to get up, when to take a shower, and stuff like that, or you got visitors and stuff like that.
Yep.
And you always gotta sleep with one eye open, head on a swivel. That's not ideal.
No.
I don't know who would want to put themselves in a situation with that level of paranoia and uncertainty, day after day, year after year, you know, month after month. You behind these bars, trying to, you know, avoid certain situations that are ultimately out of your control.
Exactly.
So not me.
Listen, man. Like I tell people, listen. I feel like I'm saying it over and over again. If you feel, as a male, that you're talking to your spouse and you cannot get through to her, and you feel that you need to put your hands on her, guess what? It's over.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm not staying no more. Because as a man, right, if I'm talking to another man, I can tell by the tone of your voice what kind of conversation we're having, where it's going. So a girl can get all uppity, whatever, but when her man puts that bass in his voice, or has that look in his eyes, fall back.
Exactly.
Yeah, though a lot of these girls are disillusioned that, you know, that these guys, that they could talk to however to these guys and like, you know, put their hands on them and thinking like the guy is supposed to respond and do nothing. No, some of these men have been through a lot of trauma and stuff like that, and like
a lot of trauma.
You could trigger something where they no longer see you to fall back. They just see the flashbacks of terrible experiences, and they just black out, and stuff like that. That's a real thing. I'm not saying it's right, but understand that every man you deal with, you can't expect them to just, you know, let you have your way, beating on them, you know, screaming on them and stuff like that, verbally abusing them. Like, you can't just assume every man's gonna just have this level of restraint and be level-headed. Nah, not all of them are like that, especially if they're like, you know, if they have some serious emotional damage that you're unaware of.
Yep.
So like I would just tell these women to, like, you know, keep your hands to yourself, which is the most important thing.
Oh,
True that.
And like and watch how you talk to these men.
And vice versa,
you know?
as a male, watch you talk to your ladies too.
Yeah, that's very true. Like and men, you know, if a woman rejects you, no matter what and stuff like that, do not feel the need to like do something to her because she hurt your ego.
You need to say it again one more time. For those in the back, say it one more time. Repeat
like I said before, if you come across these women, wherever it may be, a gas station, a corner store, a market, and she rejects you for whatever reason, and maybe you think it's a lie, or maybe you just can't handle rejection, check your ego. Don't pursue this woman. Don't touch her. Don't do her any harm. It's wrong.
Period.
It's absolutely wrong.
Because you say that right now, and then how many times you've heard stories of women being chased down by these dudes? For example, in Atlanta, the lady's with her boyfriend. Old boy tries to talk to her, right? Mm-hmm. She says no. He spins the block, shoots at her.
I remember that.
Hit in the leg.
Jesus. I remember that.
Last year during the wintertime, we had that lady in Harlem.
Yep.
She comes and stood to buy liquor. They do this press up on her. She doesn't want that. She gets her liquor. She leaves. They jumped the lady.
Yep.
Bit her. They found 3 out of the 5. There's 2 more still missing, I believe.
Probably got dealt with by the streets, man. Remember that time they did a rally in front of that liquor store, and they were deep. So you knew what time it was.
Of course.
Every dude on the block knew what it was. it's street justice time. If you see you, it's your ass. And one guy was caught out there
Yeah.
before he got arrested by the police. He got stomped out. He got that Nike checks put to his forehead.
As you should have.
Like these women.
We don't tolerate this. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize for nothing, man. Like we act accordingly.
For me, the reason why I say sorry is because, again, I believe that nobody should commit harm to nobody else.
Yeah.
But cause and effect.
Exactly.
The things you do can affect you later down the line.
Exactly. Karma comes at you fast.
Yes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes.
If there's one thing that's universal out of whatever people believe, karma is universal.
Yes,
okay?
it is. It may not get you. It may get your wife.
Seriously.
Yes.
It may get your kids, your
Yeah.
grandparents.
Man,
And they've had nothing to do with whatever BS you pulled off.
Prime example.
You know?
Walt sent me the video, right? Hassan Campbell, right?
Yep.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Hassan Campbell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was talking about the girl in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
I know everybody knows about the 7-year-old that got shot in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, boom. So, Streets was talking,
Oh, well, question.
right? Like, how this thing happened, what's going on, XYZ, right?
Yeah.
Now, the first thing I saw mentioned was that don't let cats take you out your freedom.
Yeah.
That's his biggest thing. And that's what all men should realize that, too.
Yes.
Don't let people pull you out your element because they'll cost you down the line, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So, this dude, apparently, right, the victim's father,
Yeah.
he was going around pissing on dudes' graves.
Wow.
Caught on video pissing on the op's grave, doing all kind of crazy stuff.
You pull him out.
Yeah, and then he went on the block and was on some trigger finger type stuff to dudes, right?
Yeah.
He triggered those black men to go shoot, gun him down. And they didn't know the girl was in the car. They wanted that guy.
Wow.
Because bullets have no face
Or no name.
or no name, they missed him and got the girl.
Wow.
Yep. And you're gonna have to live with that for the rest of his life.
Yeah. And in the struggles of all that, of him trying to, because he knows that it's a nationwide story.
Yeah.
The young boys, 2 young kids.
Yeah.
I think 18, 17, or 18, 19.
Yeah.
Under 20 years old.
Exactly. They don't know better.
You know what I'm saying? And they don't know no better. But because this dude was over here starting up problems, you get your daughter killed, bro.
You know what? I want to feel sorry for the father. I really do. I feel sorry more for the kid more than anything else.
I don't don't feel sorry for you, bro.
I don't feel sorry for the father at all.
Because you caused it, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you're that such of a goon, right? That's of a gangster.
I would never put my kids in harm's way if I know I turn my back.
A, but B, you supposed to go hand out yourself.
Exactly.
Why you call the cops now?
Now you broke the code of the streets right there. You're sore about the streets until somebody you care about gets affected, and now you want to break code. It's like, yo, you look like a straight up bozo right now.
Yeah.
And you want to go home crying.
I'm not even a street dude, and I call you a bozo for doing that in the first place.
I was like, you put all this in motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you brought your own drama to you.
And now you feel so guilty. You feel so lost. That it didn't happen to you, because now you wish it happened to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You wish you were dead, because now your daughter's going to be on your head forever.
Yes.
You know?
To the point you break.
This girl didn't do nothing wrong in the world. She was just unfortunate to be in the same space with you, and she caught bullets that were meant for you.
All she wanted was a Happy Meal. All she wanted was McDonald's.
That's it.
And then she got clipped.
Cause and effect.
And it sucks, man. It really does. And listen, to all those goons out there, I'm not saying anything reckless at all. I'm going to say that's this. Don't put your family in harm's way if you know you got a target on your back.
Seriously.
Keep your family away from your situation. You want to play the streets? Play in the streets. No problem. But don't bring your family involved in it who are not nowhere near involved in the streets. You are.
Seriously.
It's messed up. Look up, prime example, and I hate to bring this asshole out, but I'll bring him up either way. Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh, man.
And how his family got dealt with the fallout of the because of his ass. And he couldn't be bothered to help pull his mom out the hood or pull his baby mom out the hood. They're still in the Bronx dealing with that fallout of not Bronx, Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Brooklyn, dealing with your fallout of your nonsense, and you're getting harassed. Even your daughter is getting harassed by street dudes. Like, yo, how effed up is that the fact that your mom and your baby moms and kid are getting harassed by the street dudes because of what you did. That's a prime example.
Because of your actions, your continuous need to troll and be relevant and like pretty much stir the pot against these dudes who have no problem throwing their lives away to get to you.
Yep, and they will get to your family
And stuff
to get
like
to
that.
you.
It's just
But it shows though, he'll give a damn about his own family because you think you'll pull him out the hood, put him in a nicer home upstate, put him in a different state, nope.
selfish.
You have all this money, you couldn't do the bare minimum. Team those you could be directly affected and pull you out of your element, out of the hood, where they're in the danger zone. And that's why I will never, ever respect that piece of garbage. Ever, because you brought that drama to your family and you couldn't do the bare minimum of bring them out of the hood.
Yeah.
You have more than enough money to do it, and yet you won't do it.
At the end of the day, man.
And yet but you're hiring security guards out the ass who I guarantee you per each day for detail probably cost damn near $100,000.
Oh, he's not getting detailed anymore. I don't know if you saw he had a concert recently in Miami.
And what happened? No
Nothing.
security? Nothing? Wow.
I know somebody who's personally with him right now. I'm like, bro, just be safe.
Wow. I refuse. Like, I respect people like Punch who backed out. That was a DJ.
That was a DJ, yes, it was.
He backed out, right?
I think so.
Because you know what it is? He realized, he got too much heat.
Too much trouble.
And the fact that I don't want to be put out there in the crosshair because of you.
No.
Like, if you're an up and coming DJ, take the deal.
Yeah. Just be
I'm not
careful.
even gonna hold you for it.
Yeah.
If he comes to you and says, "Yo, I want to take it,"
Yeah.
but if you're somebody who's established and
Like Punch or Flex.
or just anybody,
Clue,
even me myself,
Capri or even you.
no, I'm not gonna do. I can't
Too much risk.
because I work with too many different other artists, and that's so much heat I'm putting on my back.
Exactly.
I'm jeopardizing a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
It's not worth it.
So it's not worth it. No.
Because then at the same time working with this kid, you make money, but it might be blackballed in the long run.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you, no artist want to work with freaking Tekashi right now.
Well, remember your girl Nicki Minaj did.
And look what happened to her.
Well, she has a kid now.
Yeah, but now she ain't. Yeah, but his thing, there was so much blowback from her doing that. It was ridiculous.
I mean, for the most part, Nicki, what was I gonna say?
Nicki and 6ix9ine.
I mean,
Working with her, working with him.
My thing is like the thing with Nicki, she's made some questionable decisions, but
Very.
right now I will say that she's out of the limelight, so I'll just leave it at that.
She has a kid now, so she has to relax.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she's missed in the music world. I'll
Yes,
say
she
that.
is. I will say the Nicki Minaj imprint that she had for that run she did. You can't deny that run she had.
No, I can't.
You can't just say, "Oh no, you can't." I'm sorry.
She has the numbers to back it up. She
Yep.
has the album. She has the features. Like, no, she deserves her. She earned her spot. Like,
Yes, she did.
It's not like something that happened overnight.
Yes, she
Yeah,
did.
you're right. You're right. But
Yes, she did.
notice how she's gone and two other girls just took her place and running the gamut hard.
Who?
I think you're gonna laugh when I say this. Megan, Cardi. There you go. You're gonna laugh.
No, they didn't. No, they don't have the bodies of work.
Not the buzz of work of her just yet.
Yeah.
But as far as numbers, Cardi's there, but not the longevity wise. Because Nicki really had 2 solid years.
Yeah.
The thing
Cardi
is,
B not yet.
Cardi B only has one album.
But she never had a year like Nicki of taking over of that year compared to Cardi. Because Cardi never had that year yet.
Yeah, you're right.
She had an album, but she didn't have that major year. You know what I'm
She
saying?
had a lot of hits, but
Yeah, she
you're right.
did. And speaking about Cardi B, we might as well jump right into it, man.
Go ahead.
Shout out to the boy DJ Khaled, man, for that Khaled album, man.
Drop last Friday.
Bruh. Compared to his other albums, I think this is my second favorite album by him.
Okay.
I think my number one is probably Father Assad. Major Key was dope too.
I still think Major Key's my favorite album.
Major
he
Key is
ever
really
made.
good.
That he made. But
Yeah.
but those two right there. And I like another thing people gotta I guess keep in retrospective of Khaled, and it kind of just blows my mind is that I had certain DJs and some people like, oh, Khaled, how does he get so much shine? Like what's like why is Khaled? So I'm like, bro, Do you recognize the work Khaled put in this game?
Exactly. Like I remember seeing a video that Punch put out there and how he wants to be like Khaled because throughout every album he put out, the cast of people that are on his album from every genre getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's like, yo, you know why he gets those people though? He's consistently working. He's always on their ass like flies to crap. Like, yo, please do this album with me. Please do this album with me. And he stayed working. Has no ego either. No. And that's the main key thing. He has no ego. He's humble as hell.
And he's very nice.
It's like those same people who said like, it's just like why how did Drake get so famous? Like no, it wasn't overnight.
No, it wasn't.
People put the work in. You know, people had a lot going against them, and they just kept at it and kept at it and kept at it. You know,
same with Khaled, same thing. Because I remember back in the day, he had a little cameo spot in the movie Shot Us, and now look at him now.
Yeah,
like you don't realize he was in the movie Shot Us.
He was?
Yes.
Khaled was in Shot Us?
Yes. Look it up. Look up the credits. I'm being dead ass honest with you. Look up the credits.
I'm gonna check it out. I didn't know that.
Remember, there's a Miami movie, and Khaled was in that scene during that time. And not like big as he was with the Listen album, but he was like a local DJ and stuff, probably working the same hustle as everybody else who DJs when they start out. And he got enough of a buzz and influence, I guess, to get put in that movie.
Wow.
You wouldn't notice. I don't think he had the beard at the time.
No, Khaled was very slim back then.
Exactly.
And you know, still making his. Wow, I did not know that.
Well, there you go. Now you know. And like I said, he stayed working. He stayed busy. Like even when the first album he put out, listen to the album, you had Kanye West, you had Consequence, you had John Legend, Both Thugs and Harmony, Twista, Rick Ross, Pitbull. You have all these people, and they're in their prime yet.
No.
And they're all on his first album, major record label album. Fat Joe, for to add him to the mix.
Well, remember that Fat Joe and him connection runs real deep.
Yep, very.
Because people don't realize of Khaled's. Matter of fact, hold on, we got to take a break real quick.
It first started with him with Terror Squad, right?
We're gonna take a break real quick, and then we'll get right back, and we're gonna jump right back into it. Hold on.
I bet.
All right, so we gotta take a quick break because technical difficulties. So we're gonna jump right back into it. So shout out for DJ Khaled for dropping the Khaled album. Mm-hmm. We did rank it. What's your favorite track?
Are you talking to me or him?
I'm talking to Mr. Said he said over here.
Mr. One-Eyed Jack over here. I'm going to curse you out, but we're going to conversation off of air, but I am tight right now. I'm trying to harden this right now.
Mr. Said he said is triggered right now. And the reason why he's so triggered because, my man Walt over here was pushing the buttons, right, Walt?
Listen, I just have a different perspective on what I've been seeing. That's all that it is.
I wish I could have a camera right now playing because I'll show you this figure just stay constant in this man's face.
See, this is the enabling of what I've been talking about for decades. Decades upon decades. Okay?
Oh, man.
We will see a contradiction, and then we'll be like, that's just him.
Well, we don't know why we're getting into that.
That's just him.
Because something happened off air. All right, so let's just say what our favorite tracks are, and our least favorite track, and our B-side track. So your favorite track is what?
I'll be biased enough to say it. I see my language, but I'm going to say it again. Where I Come From, featuring Buju Banton, Bounty Killer, Kippleton, and Barrington Levy.
Yeah, that's major.
My favorite
that's
track.
major.
That's an ill track.
That's some ill track. That's a major track.
There's a lot of good tracks on it, like the one with, what's his name? Her.
Amigos?
Yeah, that was a major track.
Yeah, it is.
I like that track.
That's something different to have the reggae infusion with hip hop.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
hip hop and reggae go hand in hand.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And the one with, I want to go into detail to ruin you guys' picks. So
It's all right.
the other track that I liked was with the one with Post Malone and Meg Thee Stallion.
Yeah. That's a rock star life. It's kind of a little rock
I like
influence.
that. I actually like that.
Yeah, because something different.
Yeah.
You don't really hear. That's one thing I like about Khaled. He's not afraid to go beyond the realm.
Experiment.
His comfort zone. Because he could just strictly do hip hop and call it a day, but no, he wants to be major. He wants to be global.
Yeah.
So he's willing to expand different things. So he got records played on Z100. He can have records played on the top 40. He can have records played on the urban stations.
On Mega 1979, which is like pretty much a reggaeton channel.
Yeah. So he's all over the place. I am Walt, man. What you got for me, buddy?
I do love that Migos and Her record a lot. I like that record. Little Baby was on. That was cool.
But which one? Because he was on 2.
I think it was
Was him and Little Durk or the one with him and the baby and Megan?
I think I like the one with him and the baby and Megan more than the one with him and Little Durk, even though that record was cool too.
Okay.
The Sorry Not Sorry record with Nas and Hov. I will say this.
No.
And I'll say it again.
Don't you start.
No one can outfly talk Jay-Z. I've said it, and I'm going to stand by it. Okay? And I think a lot of people got a problem with it because he's stating facts.
Oh, word?
No, I don't have a problem with him being slick with the words. We knew he was slick with the words since, that song he did with Jazzo back in the day. So it's a given. We already know he's.
No, what I mean by that, when the thing is, the space he's in now, very few people could relate, and majority of the people that could relate, you could probably count on your hand on
one
five
hand.
fingers, on one hand.
Yep.
And outside of that, it's probably going to be other rock stars and stuff who could relate to what he's talking about.
Are you talking about Hov or are you talking about Nas? Or both of them?
I'm talking about Hov and also Nas as well, because again, Nas is making great business moves and stuff like that. It's just becoming more public now.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to Jay. Jay has always been vocal about his business moves, especially after he's closed the deals on a lot of them.
Yeah, usually when he
like
closes,
and
that's when he talks.
my thing is like people hate that he brags about. I think people hate that how factual he is. But my thing is like he'd be disingenuous talking about like stuff that he did in the past, like he's living it right now. No, you could always reference it, but he can't talk. He can't talk like he did on Reasonable Doubt now.
No.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, because he's changed.
It's not showing growth. It's being disingenuous,
Okay.
which a lot of these rappers are. So
You're gonna have to be paused. But go ahead.
So I appreciate authenticity, regardless of how the rappers change. I as long as you are true to the space that you're in, and we believe it, that's what matters. If you're talking like you sit on the block, and meanwhile you live somewhere in Connecticut, I'm gonna look at you side eye.
50.
Don't you bring up 50's name in here. That is my favorite of all time.
Listen, I don't say like Jay said himself. He's from the king of New York, but he lives in Connecticut. I'll leave it at that.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm telling you.
Jadakiss is still in YO.
Listen, man. Jada said his test wasn't right on that track. Oh, man. Nah, Kiss did it to 50. 50 knows this. Is that something 50 don't know? 50 knows this. Listen, Jadakiss is a different monster. He should have left that one alone.
Should have with Jadakiss.
Listen. 50's part of the streets, but he's a goon, okay?
I applaud Fifth's efforts.
And Jada isn't?
50's reformed.
And Jada isn't.
50's reformed.
Listen,
and Jada isn't.
We're not even going down that route.
Listen, I applaud Fifth's efforts and dissing all the rappers he went at.
Yes.
But at the same time, you got to understand, when it comes to these words, this rap stuff.
We know. I get it. He don't want it. He don't want it with Jadakiss. But, like I said, sometimes you got to win the war. You lose a couple battles, but you win the war. You know what I'm saying?
He was better off facing Ja Rule for the up-team time and face Jadakiss.
But we know the reason. People don't realize the reason why the Ja Rule him it's deep.
Oh, we know. We know this because we live in the area.
I know, but I'm saying people don't like it goes beyond music. And remember, I don't know if you guys watch the hip hop documentary stories, but Ja Rule and them tried to kill him.
Wow.
Trying to kill 50, yeah. They ran up him in the booth.
Yeah.
And they tried to stab him up and kill him. So that's why that beef is so to his core, because he almost died because of Ja Rule.
My thing is,
and they tried to ruin this man's career too. So it wasn't. It was both.
Yeah. So Irv was trying. Irv admitted, I would tell people who try to work with him that if you work with him, we can't do business with you. I think that's grimy. If that's how Irv really got done, I think that's super grimy.
Yeah.
Also, my whole thing is just when I look at Fifth, a lot of the situations that he's beefy squash, it seemed like it's only been just rap stuff. It hasn't been anything beyond rap, like the whole Ja Rule situation and stuff like that.
Okay.
I think a lot of the things have been rap stuff. Now, I will say, regarding a guy like Rick Ross, it's gone a little beyond rap.
The 50 and Rick Ross situation?
Yeah, but I think
that one was...
I could see that being squashed. I could see that being squashed more so than I could see the Ja Rule situation.
No, that Ja Rule situation in 50 is never going to go anywhere. That's embedded. They're going to have to die.
Yeah, That's serious.
for them to make amends. That's how bad it is. And it's more. I think it's more on 50's part than less on Ja.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To a degree, yeah. But at the same time, like, if you try to do wrong by me, or if you're affiliated with guys who try to do any harm to me, and that's something that you like, I can't let that go. Especially a guy with 50's backstory. I can't let that.
Exactly.
From the streets?
Nah, and this guy nearly died himself.
Yeah.
He got shot 9 times
and stuff like that. So I can't let that go. I just can't.
But back to this Khaled, this Khaled. So you said, well, what'd you say it was again? It was the little baby, the baby. Any of the others or no?
That Buju Banton record you guys mentioned, I liked it as well. But as far as I just want to mention this. I did not like that Bieber record, and I like the Biebs. I didn't like that song.
So that's the one you didn't like?
I don't like it.
What about you, Cedric?
I didn't like the Biebs, and I didn't like the Justin Timberlake album track either. I don't. Sorry.
Okay.
You know what? I think her did better on her 2 tracks than either man did on their single.
In the single only? Okay.
I think her really did her thing.
Well, her is
phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Yeah. So we know this.
Oh yeah, shout out to her because she won her Oscar.
She won an Oscar?
She won an Oscar.
For the song she did?
For Judas and the Black Messiah.
Oh, okay, cool.
And she brought her mom to the red carpet at the Oscars too.
All right, go ahead,
that's
girl.
a big deal.
Hey, so you got Grammy and you got Oscar? Go ahead, baby.
She's halfway to her EGOT. She's not even 30 years old yet.
Look ahead, man.
She's a beast. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's
price goes up. That's all I know.
She's two more trophies. She'll get the EGOT.
What 2 more?
The Emmys and
Tony.
Tony, yeah, the Emmys and Tony.
So she needs to get those 2.
Yep.
And she completed it.
So she has the Grammy and she has the Oscar. She's at
so
go.
Who has done that so far?
John Legend.
Wow.
It's not too many people. I think it's a very selective
Whoopi Goldberg has it as well.
Yeah.
Whoopi has a
EGOT? Yes.
Yeah.
For what? Well, I'll just find out later.
She had the best Grammy for best comedic album. When she first started out. She has an Emmy for doing a TV show. I think for the View. She has an Oscar because of The Color Purple. I think. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that one. And she has a Tony as well because she did Tough on Broadway as well.
Wow.
She has an EGOT as well. So only a few black people have the EGOT. And I can name 3, and that's pretty much. I can name 2 right now. And that's John Legend and that's Whoopi Goldberg.
Ooh.
It's a very impressive feature.
It's a very impressive feature.
I would have said James Earl Jones, but I know he has an Emmy, he has an Oscar, and he has a Tony. He doesn't have a Grammy yet.
Never too late for James Earl Jones, huh?
No, it really isn't, to be honest.
Yeah, he could do something.
Like, he's at EOT. You get the G, my dude, before you go, my man. Please get the G before you go.
That'd be epic.
That would be epic. But, okay. So those are I'll start off from the bad to worst.
Go ahead.
There's a couple songs in there that was very for me.
Yeah.
Very meh. The 3 that fit that mold. One was the Cardi B record.
Yeah.
But it kind of grew on me. That record right there. They all were the whole album wasn't
A-side type album.
Wasn't an A-side. It's more of a bunch of B-sides records.
Yeah.
But they all hit.
But it's the thing though. The thing about I hate with Khaled sometimes is that he overhype it.
But this wasn't really overhyped.
No, but you follow him on his IG page.
Yeah.
He was hyping the out of the Justin Timberlake track and the Justin Bieber track. I'm like, yo, like, dude.
Because he's cross platform, cross branding.
Yeah, of course. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it at all.
But knowing as energetic as Khaled is, you expect that the track to reflect that amount of energy he's putting out.
I guess, yeah. Because when you think of Bieber and you think of Timberlake, I'm thinking Timberlake of 2020. I'm thinking Bieber.
I think about the 2020 experience and Bieber with the current things he's been doing.
Yeah. So, I get you can say that point because it's like I got it. No. All right. Those are the only 2. I think for me that Cardi B record, like I said, that because after the first listen, I was like, what the heck is this? But then when she said she only did it in 2 days, I was like, all right, now I get it. But as I keep playing it more and more, I got used to it. So it's not so bad. My favorite records, my 3. Well, there's 4.
Yeah.
I like the Her with Migos. I'm going from least to best. Third is the one with Little Baby and Lil Durk. That one hit for me. The second one and the first one are almost 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
So I love them both. That Where I Come From record is huge. Huge.
Oh, yeah.
Huge. And that Hove and that Nas record,
Huge.
Yeah.
gift wrap.
Yeah.
Gift wrap.
I think honestly, because of their stature, and because of a category that Jay-Z has dominated, don't be surprised if you see the Sorry Not Sorry record nominated for Best Rap Song Collaboration.
Yeah, most likely.
Don't be surprised if it's in that category.
Oh, yeah.
Don't be surprised if those records with her chart and do some numbers out here.
Oh yeah.
My biggest thing when it comes to music and stuff like that, I really try to base my reaction on the song on the first listen.
Uh-huh.
You know, if I really like the artist, I'll give it a second listen. But my thing is, I try not to give it a listen where I'm like forcing myself to like it. You know.
Okay.
Like, I've gotten to the point right now I can understand why it works outside of me and why it doesn't work for me.
Okay.
Like I have this question for you, Kev, like, you know, have you ever come across records that don't work for you but you understand why it works in the club?
Oh yeah.
You know?
Blueface.
Yeah. Perfect.
Enough said from all three of us. Blueface is that guy for me. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I never liked him. I'm not respecting him as an artist. I never liked him as an artist to me.
I got you.
I don't mess with him at all.
Because that rap pattern was just like, what the heck is... And y'all calling this hot? And then all of a sudden what happened now, it seems like Blueface is being in the spot for the wrong reason. We're never getting to that story.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It just... That was one of those guys where it was like, it wasn't for me. It was more or less for them, for the crowd. Mm-hmm. So after a while, it's all right. That's it. Because the only three song he had was Tatiana.
Yeah. And it just kind of fell off for me.
Yeah. And that was what, 2019? 2019?
2019, so it's been 2 years.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, what else is there?
Mm-hmm.
I know you done a few of the records, too. You've been in a couple features,
more
but...
people know more about Whack 100 than they do of Blueface's work.
Which is all the way bad.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Whack 100, but my whole thing is I'm saying, like, you're an artist, you make music, you know, you hot right now, you know, mixing it with other people, put more stuff out.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I know more about you and not fun me out on the street.
That was
hilarious.
That was pretty cold. I can't front.
That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
That was one of the funny videos I've seen in 2020.
Bing, bing. Bing, bing. I was like, oh.
Give him that West Coast 2-piece special, man.
Yeah,
no
man.
biscuit.
And they both went to sleep.
Yeah.
But that record, with Buju, and then I guess that Hove and not, people don't understand, man. And I'm very happy that Nas is finally, Jay-Z and Nas are getting the appreciation from these young guys because they're seeing it.
Listen,
they're seeing it. Rap, you don't usually you don't last as long in rap.
How old are you offhand?
I'm 35.
35, and how old are you?
30.
And I'm 38. And for most of our lives, we see these two people came from the bottom.
Yes.
From the Marcy and Queen Prince projects in New York City. And we saw them from the very beginning of their career. And flash forward almost 30 years later, you see them where they're at right now in the pinnacle of the hip hop game and business as well.
Forget pinnacle of life.
They're pretty much killing it in ways you never thought was achievable from somebody from the Marcy projects and Queensbridge projects as a whole. Like, there's chances of you, there's more of a chance of you dying before you hit the age of 21 in those two projects than to reach to the level that these two have.
Well, Batman back then was dangerous. Now it ain't so much.
But
True,
back then it was
it's still hot though.
It's hot.
No, but they was wise enough to realize, like, this is just rap stuff. It should not go no further than that. Because think about how left those situations could have went with the people that they affiliate themselves with.
Exactly.
And
You're
stuff
right.
like that. And, you know, because there's no better promotion like dead rappers.
And it's seen it firsthand. How many people you saw in their careers have died? Like Big L, you know, Biggie, Pac.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people from the South.
XXX Tentacion.
Yeah.
Young
3.
Greatness, Mo 3. Gunned down on the highway. We never. Oh my gosh.
King Von. Yeah.
With Quando.
It is this year. That's just this year alone.
That was King Von was Thanksgiving.
Like it's recent.
Last
mad
year.
recent. Yeah.
Yeah, like
mad recent.
Nas and Jay-Z are one of the few rappers that people, you know, still talk about that are still, like, you know, 10 plus albums in, you know.
And relevant still.
You know, it's, you know, this is the first time we've seen the genre actually grow and look good.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
You know, as a DJ, I'm gonna go one step further.
Go ahead.
This is the time where a lot of my peers, a lot of these before me, couldn't get work playing hip hop, and because the next gen came after me, and they're just giving the green light. Like, you understand how it makes me feel? Because I couldn't get hired in some of these clubs as a DJ because either they saw me and they think I would play hip hop only with an R&B, and I wouldn't play, top for whatever. So they're already judging me before I get there. But now that the fact that hip hop is so mainstream now, I love it. Prime example. I did a delivery yesterday for, I think it was DoorDash or Instagram, whatever. I'm in, I think it's Wayne or Morristown, white neighborhood. I pull up to the person's house.
Yeah.
Nice crib. They got the kids inside.
Yeah.
And what I hear in the background? 21 Savage.
Wow.
After that, what I hear Jay-Z and Nipsey Hussle. What it feel like.
Love that track.
And they're playing it at the ignorant levels that we listened to when we were kids growing up.
Blasting.
And blasting it. And I'm like, yo, you don't understand how it makes me feel as seeing hip-hop.
Yeah. In a white neighborhood.
In a white neighborhood. Grow.
But then that's how it has been.
And mainstream.
But that's how it's been in history.
It has been, but it hasn't been like in the forefront.
Not like that.
Not like that. Like I go to I might go to Panera Bread or Chipotle or something, and they're playing hip hop in the back.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, I remember seeing something that Demi Lovato was doing, and then towards the end, I think she was like on a tour bus. All I heard was MMG tracks.
Yeah.
Wow. All I heard MMG tracks, just coming through the speakers and stuff like that. I'm just like, yeah, they can't deny us.
No.
You can't deny us if your kids is playing us at all types of levels.
Yes.
And you ain't saying nothing.
He's right, though.
You know how many times I go into clubs, and the first thing that come out of their mouth, we don't want to hear that gang and die slow music. Right? So that's all right, cool. You fast forward 6 months later, who's in there playing gung and die music now?
Yep. Hard drill tracks. These
way harder than something I ever played.
Yeah. Honestly, some of these kids be playing some of the most gutter hip hop music that I rarely come across. I'm just like, yo.
I can't forget the first time I heard the Tekashi 6ix9ine record. And bro, talking about gutter. Woo!
See?
See? I guess the wish you don't like Tekashi 6ix9ine.
I'm just saying,
that's a valuable point.
And just to hear that joint being blasted loud, I was like, yo, what is this?
But right now, you go to any club around this area, you can't play that song anymore.
You can't play that song in any club.
You can't now?
No, you can't.
You got no go in the area.
You might play at a white club,
but not in a black
club. Spanish club?
Nope.
Barely Spanish? Well, you might let it slide. They might let it slide in there. But you come to a hip-hop urban club,
you get your ass whooped for that.
And you play that, people are going to run to you, what are you doing?
Well, they'll G-check you quick. Yo, don't play that song, B.
Look here, fam.
You got one
got love for you, boys. If you press play to this again, we're gonna
escort you out.
Yeah, you gotta go.
You're getting tuned up in the parking lot,
bruh.
We don't do that over here.
So the fact that we're seeing this thing that was like in the basement and was being whispered about, and to be now in the forefront in my face, I love it.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I'll be honest with you, and I hate to say it. I like rock and roll as well. Rock and roll is dead.
It's dead.
It's not.
When last you seen the top 40 records by a rock song?
It's not what it was.
You might see a pop rock song, but not full-fledged rock song.
Full-fledged, like hardcore, like Green
death metal
Day
or
those guys.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist anymore.
No, honestly, I will say that rock and roll period from whatever it was, from
the early 80s, 80s and 90s,
late 70s to like the early aughts.
That also would have changed to alternative from the early 2000s, something like that.
From Linkin Park and those guys.
If that era was in this era right now, they would be eating on a different level.
Yeah,
they would be eating. I'm talking about like this ties into the whole MySpace era with all these dope bands that were making dope albums.
Fall Out Boy.
So many of them. I remember I did a
Foo Fighters.
This thing on my Facebook
System
where
of a Down.
Yep.
System of a Down, another great band. I did this thing on my Facebook.
Seven Dust.
Where it says name a band and I'll name my 5 favorite songs by them. System of a Down's another one. Like they're just so different. You had the likes of Rage Against the Machine.
Yep.
I'm just talking about dope, legendary bands and stuff like that. But again, it's not. But again, times change. You know.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Like you can't deny hip hop.
Like, it's a miracle in itself that we have an alternative rock station in New York. We lost 3 alternative rock stations in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
In New York, we only have 1 now.
Yeah.
I think it was
K-Rock we lost.
Yeah.
Then we had one on 88.9, and it got shut down again. And then we had another one, I think it was in 105.6. It got shut down as well. And now we had 92.3.
That's the
Alternative.
one, right?
That's the current one we have right now.
Yeah, that's the one that's left over.
Yeah, that's the one we have
'Cause
left.
it used to be KTU, a 103, 103.5. Is that still around?
It's still around, but it's like more like a T100 stepson.
Yeah.
That's what they're telling you is like if you ain't hitting, you expendable.
Yeah,
and that
pretty much.
that could very well happen to hip hop. It could happen to any genre of music.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
But the fact we have 2 big time hip hop stations is a miracle. Hell, we lost what Kiss FM,
Yeah.
and we know we only have
Because
WBLS
Kiss FM and BLS, they merged as adult contemporary.
because they had to because ESPN bought them out. Disney bought out the station.
I think they're still leasing it to them. Disney's still leasing it to the original Ennis for that right.
Communications.
Yeah.
Wow.
You couldn't turn in that deal that they were giving them for 98.7 to go FM band.
You're right.
What kind of guy would turn that down? So you
Right.
go to your competitor list, let's merge together because we're going to shoot ourselves in the foot.
I agree. And the thing with a lot of these rock bands, unless you're like a legacy act with with like proven albums sold and
Yeah.
a lot of hits and stuff like that, there's only a
few.
there are too many bands that could sell out MSG right now who's predominantly rock and roll.
No.
I would say
Not too
honestly, Eagles did.
Eagles,
Chicago.
U2 will always be fine.
Yes.
The Rolling Stones will always be
I
fine.
don't know. I'm not really a fan of U2 anymore. I think they're just too pretentious at this point.
I'm sure that could be to a degree, but like I feel like these guys have so many records and have such a huge fan base. They could tour forever and never make new music again.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I feel the same way about Red Hot Chili Peppers, which I hold in high regard.
Love those guys. Love them.
Coldplay's in that category for me
Coldplay
too.
is the group of groups. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love me some Coldplay.
Yep. Radiohead is another one. Like these.
Oh my God, there's a group. Oh my goodness gracious. Keep talking. I'm trying to think of the group in my head. Oh my God.
But yeah, it's just like there's just so many of them.
They started as a group as a group in Cali.
The Black Keys.
Black
No.
Keys are
Those
dope.
guys.
Black Keys are really dope.
I forgot their
like
name.
Arctic Monkeys from the UK. Love those guys.
It was the lead singer had a friend that almost committed suicide.
Sublime.
No, he was living with. I don't remember the name.
Is it Blink-182? No,
It's not Blink-182.
It's not Blink-182. No.
You gonna maybe look it up online.
Green Day is another band.
Who?
Green
Day.
Day,
Love those
Weezer, and stuff like that.
Love
They-
Weezer.
Yes, "Island in the Sun" is one of my favorite all-time Weezer songs. Like that record is so
See, now
perfect.
you reclaim my respect for you
It's
because of
so
that song.
perfect. It's
Because you hurt my feelings earlier, man. You really
it's
hurt my
so
feelings.
perfect. I was just pointing out points.
Nah, you hurt my
Yeah,
feelings,
there
man.
were some jokes.
Nah, you hurt
I
my
won't
feelings,
deny that.
son.
I won't deny that.
Nah, you hurt
but
my feelings,
I just
man.
gave you something to think about. That's all it
Oh,
was.
you can kiss my ass on that feeling shit.
That's all it was. That's all it was.
No, you were thinking exercise tonight, man. You can be walking up that hill with my car behind you.
Yeah, that is good exercise. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
That's
you
good exercise.
stupid. At 1 in the morning, all right.
Oh,
Enjoy the
man.
wildlife, mother.
Yeah.
I don't remember. When I get it up, I'll find it. But a lot of those groups back in the day was killing it. But now that it's
You
the
know what it
climate
is?
change.
Here's the thing, and I will say this one time, and y'all might agree with this, may not agree with this, but I'll say this point blank. Radio.
Yeah,
Absolutely no more else. Radio.
that's true.
You mean?
If you ain't got the radio and you have a genre of music that's becoming obsolete in terms of in front of the masses.
Oh yeah,
And
you
people
get
ain't
bumped
really
off.
checking
It's a
it.
wrap.
And people ain't checking for it online.
It's
It's a wrap
It's a
because
wrap.
radio is very important
Oh yeah,
and stuff like that. But
Even in 2021.
it's
especially
still relevant to this day.
especially if you're a marquee act. Now, some of these indie bands, they don't really exist in that space.
No,
They've always had their, cult following. Their music is their music. But, they're still...
reminds you of that Kid Leroy kid fellow. Because his thing came from YouTube. Without You,
Yeah.
not YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So, but like you said, radio, it's funny because radio is in a weird space right now
Yeah.
where it's almost irrelevant, but it's still relevant.
Yeah.
So it's like it's almost obsolete, but it's not anymore. it's weird because some artists don't make a break on the radio, but if you get your song played on the radio, that's the bump you need to get you where you need to be at.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, it's sad that people like Funk Flex is still, needed to help push our artists. I don't like that guy. He's a bum-ass dude. He sucks. He needs to retire. Please retire. Go to the WBLS or Radio 103.9, one of those other R&B stations. Just, dude, let someone else breathe.
That's who's on 103.9. Is it Mr. C's on 103.9?
He was, and then I guess they're not. It's on a automatic playing situation right now.
Is D.L. Hughley still similar cast in
Dude,
the morning?
no.
I don't know.
Dude, he will be in the afternoon, and I don't hear him at all. They have a show on with Greg Wilborn on the weekday mornings.
Okay.
But I'm not sure to do D.L. Hughley on the afternoons.
I think he was simulcast. I don't think he was.
He was simulcast.
Yeah.
And I like the show too, but they dropped him for some reason.
Probably couldn't afford it or whatever. Or the numbers were looking good. Because he had to compete with Steve Harvey in the morning on WLS.
Well, no, he was in the morning time. It was afternoon.
It was afternoon drive?
Yes, he was afternoon here in New York. Yeah.
I gotta look it up then.
So my biggest thing is like, rock and roll. As long as you're making dope music and you can tour, more power to you.
And that's your main bread and butter, touring.
That's why a lot of
festivals.
artists nowadays sold off their masters because they wasn't making any money.
But you know what it is? I feel like it's stupid to sell your master still, even to this day, because you know what it is?
Some artists, what you said, touring is where you make your bread, right?
I understand that, but
If you don't sell your finances, you gotta make choices.
True, but I guess, yeah, you got to. But, like, if you like a legacy act, like a Bob Dylan or Stevie Nicks.
Or Lil Wayne.
I'm not selling my masters.
Exactly.
I'm not doing that.
One of these three is not like the other.
Hey, man, look.
It's
when
facts.
When money's tight, you're going to do some things that's uncomfortable.
How is money tight? You made millions in your career. How the hell?
Who said it the best? I think it was Robert Kiyosaki and Rich Dad Poor Dad. Yeah, I can make millions, but if I'm blowing $100,000 a month, the money gets short. But if I'm blowing $10K, it lasts forever. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's
so maybe that Wayne's bills was higher than what it was bringing in. So he had to go get something else.
So my thing is, I just cut down on my lifestyle.
He's not.
He can't do it. His ego is not.
He won't do that.
He won't do it.
He won't do that.
His ego is like something of the Grand Canyon level of. Well, I can't finish the sentence.
You and I would do that. Cut down on lifestyle.
I would do it.
But Lil Wayne, the status that he had, that he's not cutting that back.
Hell no.
Are you kidding me?
Oh no. Like champagne will be popping, that scissor will be dropped.
Well, I don't think he does those stuff because I think he had a stroke or something like that. So he stayed off all that stuff. But still, you can't. Some of these guys can't change lifestyle. Like the guy to me, which I salute and commend because he made business decisions to finance his lifestyle, is DJ Envy and your boy Floyd Mayweather. He has businesses to acclimate his money, so he's never really gonna go broke.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. It's smart.
But my thing about Mayweather is this, though. Why he's going to fight Logan Paul, though?
It's easy
money, man. Come on, bro.
I know.
Yeah.
Do you realize he can step in the ring and every minute he gets a mill?
Like my thing is.
But his thing, he can ruin his legacy if he gets knocked out by Logan Paul.
You think Mayweather is not taking this seriously? One last you never see him never take it seriously.
Good point.
That man takes this thing. It's not like he's joking around. No, he looks at everybody as a threat. It's almost like that New England Patriot way of type of thinking. Like, I respect my opponent, so I'm prepare.
Yeah. That's who he is. He's always trained like he got something to prove, regardless of proving it time and time again. Floyd Mayweather deserves every penny he's earned because, again, he always trained like he's has something to prove. Like, there's some people who want his lifestyle but don't have his work ethic.
Yeah. Like they said, it's hard to get up in the morning in silk sheets and silk pajamas.
Yeah.
Floyd does it.
That's for sure. There have been plenty of times where Floyd could have just called it a day after making all that money. A day in the sunset.
And he said, no, I still got more to go, so
facts.
I respect it for that.
You know, if now he's in a situation where, like, if I got these guys who don't know boxing that just want to throw money at me, why not? You know, I'll take it. It's a few rounds and stuff like that. I ain't got nothing to lose. For the most part, Floyd stay in shape. Like, you You think he's gonna go out there and get embarrassed after a sport that he's mastered and dominated?
Especially trying to keep that record going. No way. No way. But like that's one guy that you gotta give his flowers, regardless if you don't like him or not.
Thanks.
And another guy, which I'm gonna go right back to, is DJ Khaled. I'm sorry for people to hate on him, to say all these things about him, like, oh, I don't understand why people giving Khaled so much. Yo, you gotta understand the story, man. The guy came from the mud.
Yeah.
Lived homeless.
Yeah, he was an immigrant. Was he an immigrant from like, the Middle East and stuff?
The Middle East. Made his own radio show illegally on the Miami shores.
Pirate radio, yep.
You know what I'm saying? Putting out work.
Yeah.
Going to Bashmans in Jamaica and being this one dude sticking out like a sore thumb and killing it. Killing it.
Yeah,
why do you think a lot of the Caribbean dudes mess with Khaled?
Exactly. Like, he's really, really highly regarded in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And you really don't see that very often. It's about outsider, DJ.
You know what I'm saying? So give the man his respect. Like, the man put in work. That's why, like, to me, he's one of those guys, like, I remember growing up, I would say there was a DJ I wanted to ask. There was two. DJ Jazzy Jeff, because he tours, and for Master Flex.
The world. Yep.
And the reason why I said for Master Flex, because he was the first DJ I ever see have the albums. It had endorsements.
Yep. And his own car line and everything. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. But then Khaled then took the baton and took it to a whole nother level. It's like, nah, I want to be like Khaled.
Dude pretty much blew out like what Fun Flex did in record time.
Yeah, and lapped him.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to see things like someone that inspires you, set the tone, and you're supposed to learn from it, study it, do your own, incorporate your own thing, and take it to a different level.
Exactly.
That's what they should all be doing, to be honest with you.
And like I said, I love that Jazzy Jeff. I think he's one of the best DJs who ever did it.
One of the best.
Yeah.
Without question, D-Nice, one of the best who ever did it.
Mm-hmm.
People
don't give D-Nice his flowers too.
Exactly.
They don't realize how influential he was in the game. They're thinking this is a guy who just started late night, making sets and no. Look at his history. D-Nice is nasty.
I don't know.
BDP. To go all the way back to that.
Look at Productions.
Who else?
R.I.P. Scott LaRock.
Kid Capri.
Exactly. I'm gonna bring him up right now. I was about to bring him up.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
DJ AM was one of those guys, but he passed away, unfortunately.
Ninth Wonder's a monster.
Yeah.
Primo's another one.
No question.
Yeah.
So there's a couple DJs.
DJ QBert.
QBert.
The Executioners. Rob Swift. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Rob Swift.
What's his name? Now some of the current ones. Well, maybe not the best to ever do, but I think he'll get there in time when people look at his bodies of work. Kaytranda.
Yeah.
Oh, nasty.
Kaytranda is he's a dangerous one because he can make hard hip hop beats and then he can make up tempo house dance influence.
He can go any way he wants to.
He go over the spectrum.
He'd be hard to deal with because like his records are as good where like he can play him in like underground sets and people still respond to it, and then he can play him in like a commercial set. They're like, wow, this guy has something that no one else does.
Like even Questlove could DJ his ass off.
Yeah, I don't know like that.
I see a couple of sets on the IG.
I see him sets as I don't know. I'm not playing Questlove.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for me, there's two DJs on the come up which I think people should look out for. One is DJ Angelo from the UK. He's been teaching these DJ courses. He's a beast on the deck. And another guy, I think Walt put me on. I think it was you, Amorphus.
Oh yeah, he's a beast.
He's the guy that has a record with Fat Joe and DJ Khaled. He sampled Luther Vandross and Rihanna and did a record behind it.
If you see the records he's been able to mash up and blend, he is very talented. Like he puts records together you never thought would you would never think of putting together, but he has it in a way where it works.
Yeah.
Like I remember he blended Rihanna's Work record with Aaliyah's Rock the Boat.
Mm-hmm. I heard that.
Yeah.
Which I think was dope and stuff like that, and it makes sense musically.
Mm-hmm. How he broke it down. So like it was funny because I think Walt and I we joking said there was no way he would have got that song cleared by himself.
No chance. No chance. No chance.
Sample.
No
like,
chance.
No way it was happening.
No chance.
You had to get Khaled and had to get Fat Joe.
Yeah.
Co-signed him.
Yeah.
There was. And then put Cool and Dre on the stamp and pull. Like, here you go.
Yeah, no way. There was
There
no
was
way
no
he's
way.
going to
I'm sorry.
No.
You're right.
You heard, have you heard it?
I heard it.
Yeah.
The club album that just came out, right? With the video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
the
yeah,
the
yeah,
kid, yeah. So when you hear, it's like, wait, how the hell
It's an amazing track.
It is. I'm like, how the hell did you get Luther Vandross and Rihanna to clear sample?
Yeah.
Nah, you had to get major pull.
Yeah.
They had to get good points on that. I'm sorry. Fat Joe's like, listen, you get 2 points, we'll get the rest, and we'll break it up amongst ourselves.
Exactly. That's not bad.
Yeah.
So as a kid, at his age, doing what he's doing, why not?
Incredible. Listen, they knew it was hot when they first heard it, and he was playing it.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, when the whole Hard Knock Life record, when Kid Capri was playing the sample that was produced by Mark the 45 King.
Yep.
And they were like, that's it.
That's it.
And that's another guy that doesn't get talked about enough because he's been important. Like
Mark the
some of the-
45?
Yeah.
So, like, he did that
And
song.
Breakbeat Lou, too.
And he did Stan.
Yeah.
He did Stan as well. So these are like these records right now were pivotal in Eminem's career as well as Jay-Z's career. These are some very important records that this man was behind, and what he did for those records is important. Like to flip an Eddie sample out like that though,
And to get the green light behind it. Well, it was Hov that got the green light behind it, right?
Yeah.
Didn't Hov went to them like it's for orphanage or something?
He wrote a letter.
He wrote a letter to them
clear.
and they cleared it.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Because my thing is like with a record like that and how unique it is, telling
it'll be a hit.
Telling a story that mirrors another reality, even though it's a bit harsher.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, but the theme is universal. Yeah, that was important.
Way important.
That was very important.
Oh boy. But moving on, I guess to the final topic of the night. There was an incident that happened in Florida. And I'm going to end it on this one because it's mind-boggling to see that video. And for a parent to see your child go through what that happened to that parent is unbeknownst to me. And ashamed of that administration staff to prey on that young lady like you did. You guys should be shameful. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this video circulating online. It's on my page. There's two people. Melissa Carter and there's another lady named Cecilia Saf or whatever. They're from Clearview Elementary School. Let me get that right.
Yeah, I think so. You're right about that.
Hold on, guys. I'm going to get it right. Give me 1 second. Yeah. So it was from Central Elementary School in Clan Lewis, Florida. These two women beat a 6-year-old child with a paddle. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Like corporal punishment. To make matters even worse, they called the girl's parent in to watch them beat this girl.
Jeez.
All right? To make it a step further, to get me even more infuriated, was the mother didn't know English.
It was all types of bad, man.
All because the child broke a computer at the school. And the part to fix it was $50. Roughly. The mother went to go back and pay for the item. But in the process of her coming in to pay, she watched her child get beat.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
They took the girl into a room that had no windows, no cameras, and beat the child.
Well, they outlawed that crap in school.
They did. It's outlawed. Like,
I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to elementary school, St. Joseph's Elementary School.
that's Catholic school.
And I remember seeing that happen one time with a sister Michelle, and she beat a kid up named Kirby with a belt, I think, or a paddle. and that was like the one time I saw it. But for the most part, we didn't never seen that before. I never seen it before in school.
No.
He was really a special case of a little bit of a real big badass little kid in order to do that to get paddled by a nun. You know what I mean? But I was like almost 30 years ago when that happened.
Exactly.
Well, actually, maybe is 30 years ago.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
in 2021 to do that still is like.
it's like, come on. And then like, there's so much things I want to ask because I'm trying to figure out: is this done to all the children? Is it done to random children? Is it done to parents who don't speak? You know, the parents speak like. There's so many things to question because when you watch the video, it's not the first time.
No, can't be. It cannot be.
Based on how they were acting, it's not the first time this happened.
Oh no.
And you know it's not the first time because why? Why would you bring a child into a room with no windows, no cameras, to beat somebody?
If it's
Obviously trying to hide it.
yeah,
Because if you do this normally, you're gonna be in a regular room.
Exactly.
yeah, everybody be like, oh, that's just a normal thing.
Yeah, but you feel to hide it.
That's bugged, man. Like, I'm listen. As a parent, if I was a parent, I mean, I've been pissed because you know what it is. If my kid messes up, I'll handle it at home. Put him in punishment, so forth. But for a random stranger to peddle my kid, nah, man, I'm not with
Yeah,
that.
don't touch my kid.
Touch my kid, I'm gonna touch your jaw.
It's as universal as that, to be honest with you. My thing is like, when it just comes to protecting your loved ones in general, if you just see some wild thing, your primal instincts is just gonna come out. You're not gonna really get down to the conversation of things. You're just gonna react just based on like, whoa, that's my child, that's my mom, that's my sister. You're not gonna go up and do that. Not while I'm there and stuff like that. And if I find out about it, I have to do something immediately because like that's unacceptable. I mean, you're a teacher. Your job is to teach and mold.
Say it again.
Your job is to teach and mold these kids
For the future
to go on and do great things, and and help them, and hopefully they have things to carry on and remain decent human beings. You're not disciplining them. You're not putting your hands on them or anything like that in that fashion. No, you don't do stuff like that.
I'm pissed. You know what I mean? Seeing that video, I'm pissed. Like, listen, man. I understand our kids can be badass little kids and whatnot, and we'll handle it accordingly. But that's up to us as the parent for us to handle it. Nobody else. That corporal punishment is just out the window. We don't do that. It's not fly.
We don't do that no more.
You don't do that because we're living in a very litigious country. You might touch their child at a place or facility and whatnot. Best believe they're going to court. They're thinking about, yo, I'm lowering up. I'm gonna see you in court. I'm gonna run you. I'm gonna own your place, but it's all said and done.
And the most important thing is like outside of you teaching my son or daughter, I don't know you.
Exactly.
I don't know you to be putting your hands on my kid like that. Like who are you outside of a teacher? You don't that's like honestly that that's such a line crossing thing to do and stuff like that, because my thing is like naturally you're just gonna react, okay, this is personal. This is not there's nothing school related about it. This is personal. Like you touch my kid in a manner that's unacceptable and stuff like that. And now I have to take this child home and like see if I couldn't do whatever scars that are probably gonna be permanent and damaging to this kid for life.
And because what makes me upset, it wasn't like it was done in hiding. You did it in front of the parent. And the woman was so scared, she was like, wait, hold on. And the only way we found because she recorded it.
Yeah.
Now imagine she didn't record it.
Deniability.
Exactly.
Reasonable doubt. She doesn't speak English, so
she doesn't know what she's talking about.
They could have spun it. They could have spun it and made her look like she doesn't know what she's talking about.
And then
she's wilding. And then it would have been like her word against the principals, and most likely they probably have enough pulling resources where they could have spun it and she probably would have kept her job. But the camera doesn't lie.
No.
The camera doesn't lie. We all saw it. She was out of place, and that's not something that goes down in schools. Because if it was, it wouldn't be so secluded the way it was.
No.
Because if it was something normal, open your door, open the blinds. Let everybody see what you're doing.
Yeah.
If it's normal, but you're not gonna do that.
And, for me, it makes you wonder how many other kids are getting the same treatment.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then all the other kids getting the same treatment. Because I'm telling you right now, if they find out this is ethnic based, that whole school's getting shut down.
Yep.
If they find out it's only that you've been targeting Spanish and minorities and not the white kids getting the same butt woman like that girl got, it's over for you.
No, they're gonna do a thorough investigation. They're probably gonna look at all their files and stuff, like get in contact with people who probably go to that school, or people who didn't want to talk, and that's gonna be that. I mean, this is not gonna just be some one-off situation. They're gonna do a thorough investigation,
as they should.
As why was that going on? Because my thing is, this couldn't have been the only person she did this to.
No,
this is the only time, probably the first time she got caught and recorded, where there's where it's undeniable.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna be no one-off incident. They're gonna have to do a thorough investigation, and there's gonna be a lot of questions that they got to deal with. So
they should.
So I think best case scenario, either that whole facility is getting shut down, and there's gonna be a lot of people who gonna get who are gonna take full accountability for what happened outside of the principal, or they're just gonna have to do a revamping and get people in there who don't subscribe to those to that level of savagery, because it is savagery. That's a little kid. You're taking a paddle board and spanking a kid with a paddle board. Think about that for a second. A paddle board. That kid was probably no more than 5?
He was 6. 6-year-old girl.
Come on now.
And then the other lady holding the kid up. Told her, don't move. Stay where you are. This is how we do things here. Oh, really? Well, this is how we gonna do it. We gonna put foots in you.
Seriously.
And I dare you to touch another kid.
Yeah.
They should be charged, all of them, criminal charges across the board.
Well, let me borrow that paddle board for a second.
Let me use it on you.
It's just beyond me.
I'm gonna go Mark McGuire on that. Until right now, it'd be my turn to do that.
I'm gonna treat you like they treat you when you're about to cross the line for a frat or sorority.
Seriously.
Because that's disrespectful.
Yeah.
You're an educator. And it's the worst thing, you're the principal.
My kids should feel safe and coming
as
to
a
you.
Principal. You're not a dean.
Yeah.
You're not a substitute teacher. You're the main person in charge of the building.
You should be able to you should be able to talk to that kid accordingly. There should be no paddleboard involved at all. Your job should be verbal, understanding, and get down to the root of the problem.
Yes.
There should be no hitting or anything like that coming from you.
As the school administrator, the lady who's supposed to be in charge of everybody else, and you're the one dishing the punishment. Yeah, like you said, Walter, clean them all up, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Get them up out of there.
Yeah.
Clean the whole thing up out of there. I'm sorry.
You have to.
Exactly.
Clean them out of there. Because it's disrespectful. Disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
Disrespectful. That triggered me so it just hurt my soul.
No.
When I saw it, I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
No. It's not all right.
Oh man. Oh, before we go, one more thing. Hey, Walt, you get a line? You said about Nas? What were you saying about Nas again earlier?
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm trying to go home on a good note, man. Come on, man.
He's the cryptocurrency Scarface.
Yeah, you they were talking about that?
Mind you, Hip Hop DX brought this up.
All right.
As a segment, and
I did this
apparently
to
there was a lot of Nas. There was a lot of Nas fans who did not like the line.
Wait, Nas fans didn't like the line?
Yeah, I'm telling you. I think I might have posted the thing in the link. If you look it up, in our group chat.
Which one, the text or the IG?
It was the text. I posted it. I even sent. I think I might just send it to you, or send it to the group chat and you.
I refuse to read it.
Stuff like that. There was a Hip Hop DX cover, and there was a lot of tweets and stuff like that about them covering about the whole situation with that line. They wasn't feeling that line. Some of them thought it was corny. Others, just didn't like. I guess the vanity and Nas flexing in that manner. But it's a real thing.
But yo, if Jay-Z could flex and had no problem, but because that one line, now go at this man. Come on, man.
Because he's God's son. Like I kept telling you,
Yo,
man.
stop that, man. Come on, man. Stop that, man. Yo, don't be doing it. Yo, stop that, man.
I do not subscribe to Hip Hop DX, and I do not subscribe to Nas fans for trying to slander Nas because he's growing and making in financial deals and better than himself. He wants to do live a hermit.
Fans are fickle.
Thank
Especially
you want
hip-hop
Nas to
fans.
live in Queensbridge? Are you serious?
Hip hop fans are
super fickle.
All right,
Come on,
They
the
love
man's 50.
they love you today, they hate you tomorrow. They love you the next
Yep.
day, they hate you tomorrow.
Pretty much.
It comes with the territory, man.
But did you hear what I said?
Yeah,
He's 50 years old.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I get it.
Why can't he grow and be successful and talk about
They don't
it?
want that,
They
man,
don't
for
want
some
that,
reason.
man. They're still looking for the 19-year-old who gave them Illmatic, man.
So go get Illmatic.
Yeah.
Go get him at it and play that till your ears fall off.
know.
I think that I thought it was just people hating on him. I think it was his fans turning against him.
No, there are a
I
lot.
refuse to turn against him.
No. I don't think that. I don't think fans, real fans who've gone to your shows, who've bought your albums and supported you to that degree, will ever turn against you unless you just do some next level thing that's got nothing to do with hip hop.
Exactly.
Listen, if your
But-
fans can last you through you going through Murder Inc., I think you should be fine. But the fans that turn on him because that cryptocurrency Scarface line, come on, bro.
A lot of them
Dude,
just
we
thought
heard
that
worse in
it
hip
was just,
hop. Come on, man.
They just thought it was just a little corny. Some of them was LOLing, laughing and stuff like that.
Why not? Like, I don't understand. He's bettering himself. He's trying to tell you what's about. Like, yo, get in these IPOs. Invest your money.
They want him to be a purist, and not talk about money and his endeavors and stuff like that.
Oh, so when we gonna be on the block again at 50 years old, telling you wait? Come on,
Well,
get
not
the
even selling weight, just telling you like this ain't the way you're supposed to do things.
But
Put down the guns.
I always say, people who and I may sound messed up for saying this, but you can't be giving these people, gripe about anything if you never supported them with shows or bought their stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, if you've never bought an album by an artist and stuff like that and say you a fan and stuff like that, no, you're not. You're not, okay? You shouldn't be telling them what to
Exactly.
do, what to say, what to rap. I've always stood against that.
The streaming count?
Huh?
The streams count? Or
No, buy a physical CD, buy a record, buy tape.
I mean, if you got the thing and that's how you listen to them, I'll make an exception, but I'm with them. Go to a show, buy a CD and stuff. Like people talking about oh, music is so expensive. No, your outfit is. Okay,
bozo.
You could get a Nas Deluxe album for
And
like $12.
Exactly. Go on Amazon. $10 for a freaking Illmatic right now.
Sure. And you're talking to a guy who had a variety of ways of getting music, and even I have CDs. Okay.
Exactly. Sitting here.
So like my thing is just like when people be talking out there mouth about this and that and stuff like that. Yo, bro, have you gone to a show? Have you bought an album and stuff like that? Do you know what that's about and stuff like that?
The last time I saw Nas live was when him and Junior Gong had that collab album going on.
Distant Relatives, yeah.
Yeah. And they performed that in Williamsburg.
Nice.
Really good project.
And that was a nice concert.
That was a good project.
That was a nice project, especially the concert, because basically it felt to me it was a Junior Gong show, but Nas was there to follow.
Yeah.
So it was more like it wasn't more like a Marley project, and Nas was on it.
I don't.
know what I'm saying?
I
It
don't
was like a Nas project featuring Junior Gong.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I don't want to get all sad and all, but like, I think Bob Marley would be so proud of Damian Marley. I mean, granted, he didn't.
Oh yeah.
Granted, he pretty much passed by the time he was like born and stuff like that.
Really?
I think.
One of his kids was on his deathbed.
I think
I think it was Ziggy.
I think Damian Marley. I think Bob Marley passed in 1981, right?
I'll look it up right now. Hold on.
I think Damian Marley was like an infant, so he didn't. From what I know, I don't think he probably has many memories of Bob Marley because like my thing is like when I think about Damian Marley, he's just such a great artist, man.
Oh yeah,
I love
Stellar.
what he does. Like that Blessed record he has with WizKid, man.
Yeah.
It just makes me feel the way, man.
How is Damien right now?
42.
Wow.
And when did Bob Marley pass?
Hold on, let you know right now. He said he died from cancer.
Brain cancer, right?
No, I think it was in the foot.
Yeah, I think
He died in 81.
And when was Damian Marley born?
78. So he was a child.
So you know what it is? I'm hearing that supposedly that the CIA was involved in.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna touch that because one of the guys who was on his deathbed that said this.
It's a slippery slope.
So
But
he
I wanna touch that.
died
He died when Damian Marley was either 2 or 3.
from resistant cancers, and he had melanoma.
Melanoma.
Yeah,
That's a serious-
skin cancer.
Yeah, that's a real serious cancer too. Once it spreads, it's a wrap.
So basically, he had it on his feet, and it spread.
So Damian was an infant when he died.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thinking about that for a second. And the influence is as clear as day.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All of them, everything they do, even Skip Marley nowadays, like,
Yo, Skip is
Skip
killing
Marley's
it.
coming.
yeah, oh for sure.
He's coming. No, he's coming.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
He's
I-
coming.
I agree.
Between
I
the
agree.
Mm-hmm.
he is his father's
Yeah, Steven killing
like,
it.
well, no, like his grandfather's that
Yeah.
energy
Yeah.
in him.
Yeah, the
Oh,
way
yeah.
he talks, his mannerisms,
Yeah.
everything.
He feels like
Exactly.
Bob Marley just reincarnated.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's not his direct lineage, but man.
There's 2 tracks back to back he did with Ari Lennox and freaking her.
Yes.
Ooh boy, in the remixes
Yeah.
with Wale and freaking Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
he's coming.
Chef kiss, man.
coming.
Honestly,
but-
it's just a breath of fresh air going on in Jamaica overall, to be honest.
Yo, the
with
whole
you.
Marley clan is killing it so
Yeah.
far, man. You
Yeah.
get
They're all
like,
coming out. Step out this line. But Junior gone, man.
Man.
Watching I remember that concert, man. It was
or
rocking.
something.
It's funny because I remember when I was super young, and I kept on hearing "Welcome to Jam Rock," and I just couldn't vibe with it. And then once I saw the video, I was just like, I
clicked.
get it.
Yeah.
I
clicked.
get it.
Because you didn't understand what they was talking about.
No.
That's one thing sometimes I like what artists do. That's why I always give Beyonce the props. When she makes an album and she makes the visuals for the albums,
Yeah.
it's unforgettable. Because for me, Partition will forever be stuck in my head.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like this was a woman who made a video for every song that was on the album.
Yep.
And then videos for songs that were not on the album.
Yep.
Yeah. And it hit.
That's just insane work ethic and ill budget. That's pretty
Yeah.
man.
I've yet to watch that thing on Disney Plus. Yeah, I
What?
gotta watch that one. Beyonce did something for Disney Plus.
Oh, that story she did? Yeah.
Yeah.
My shorty watched it.
Did
She
you
talked
see?
about
Did
it.
you see our Coachella thing on Netflix?
Who hasn't seen the Coachella?
Dude, I saw that.
Who hasn't seen it?
Listen, y'all gonna
Talk about the transitions, man.
y'all gonna kill me, but yeah, and trust me, shout out to Melissa. I know she hated my ass for saying this, but I gotta be real. I like the original before I like go better than Beyonce. I'm sorry,
Oh, they're on that.
dude.
I'm probably the same
I
camp.
got the entire beehive on my ass
Bro, there's
for
nothing wrong
saying
with
that.
Like the
Nothing wrong with
original
that.
what?
He likes the original before I let go.
Freaking Beverly
Okay.
Mays.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But no, there's no hate behind that.
Nah,
I mean, I don't hate Beyonce's version. It's just I feel
No.
like I like the OG better. Like there's a lot of songs there they redone. Like Night to Remember. I like the one with Shalimar better than the one they did with that movie, How to Be a Man Part 2.
Okay.
But I will say, I still like Avant's version of My First Love with Kiki Wyatt.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
That one,
That one.
The way that starts off with those strings, man, chills,
Ooh boy.
chills.
No, also did a pretty good
Chills.
remix, but it's not official. When Channels Gambino did "I'm So Into You,"
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
He got millions of views for that.
that
was amazing.
That version he did,
Amazing.
man.
I think that was the first time I stumbled upon him where I was like, oh, he could sing too. I didn't know that. And then he did freaking Awaken My Love.
Woo!
Wow.
Ooh boy.
Woo! I'm sorry we're getting into music, y'all. We having a
That
good
guy
time.
he
We're
works
these are the
with,
rich people.
that's from Sweden.
Yes,
He like composes music.
everything. Yeah.
He
has
also-
have you seen how he does his music?
Yo,
He literally has instruments lying around his office.
Yes.
Like we're in here
Yeah.
right now,
Yeah.
and he just picks one up and just
Goes for it.
and then just goes and he can play drums, he can play bass, he can play piano, he can play guitar, he does it all.
There's
Play
a making-
keyboards.
There's a making of how he made Redbone.
Yeah, that's what, and he describes how he did it. And literally, they were taking off instruments and putting it down and playing with it, and then put it back and get another one, and that's what they made it. They just kept going.
Wow.
He also film
something felt
scored
organic.
the Black
Yeah.
Panther album too.
Which album?
He also did the film score for the Black Panther movie.
Wow.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, I think he got an Oscar for it too. Like he's a very great musician. Like
Dude, that track, I love the most is All the Stars.
Oh, All Stars
yeah,
hits.
oh for sure.
Dude, for some reason I feel
Shout
like
out to SZA.
it hits hard.
No, I love that record, but my favorite record on that album is Seasons. with Mozzie and this other guy.
Mozzie's one of the weird artists
Yeah.
for me.
True, but that record is
Because
deep.
there's some
That Seasons
songs that
record,
he does,
Yeah,
I'm like, oh my God, he's incredible.
yeah.
But there's some songs I'm like, no, turn it off. My ears. Stop.
No, I feel you. But if you listen to that Seasons record off that Black Panther soundtrack,
haven't.
I don't know,
Soundtrack.
that
So do I.
track to me, man, that track is deep, man. It puts me in a ill mood, man. I ain't gonna lie, you know, all the verses were just one of those verses where like it ain't gotta be the most lyrical, but it just you just feel it because it's real.
I think that's what I like as well. I think reasonable track.
But we're done now. Thank you guys for listening to us. He said, give us your handle, brother.
I'll be honest with you, my favorite track for that album,
Oh, go ahead.
is Redemption. It's Zachariah. A lot of people sleep on Zachariah.
Zachariah's amazing.
Very
A lot
talented.
of people sleep on this kid.
Very
Like he could,
talented.
If he can put
Midas
some more music
Touch.
out.
Oh my
That's
God, I
true.
love that track.
That's true.
That's his only problem. He needs to put more music out.
Yeah,
He's one of those guys. He's like Kendrick Lamar. I put what I put out, and then after that, I just go chill.
yeah.
No,
You gotta be
keep putting it
consistent.
out, bro.
You know what? Like, you know what it is? We don't ask for that for Frank Ocean. When was the last time you put out an album, Frank Ocean?
Listen, man. When he did the greatest heist we saw, he has time to take a chill.
Well, Frank could do whatever he wants because he's an independent artist. So like,
Yeah.
Well, do you need to tell the story again? What he did? How he finessed the game?
Oh yeah. So pretty much, you know, he got into the game with he got into the game.
Well, not that. I'm talking about the part with the. Cause we did
Okay.
talk about it before.
album.
So he
But
was
the
origi-
album he did.
So he was originally supposed to put Nostalgia Ultra as that was supposed to be his first project.
Yeah.
But then he got frustrated with Def Jam and all that other stuff, so he put Nostalgia Ultra
Not
out
that
for
one.
free. No, I'm getting there.
Okay.
And then after that, you know, it made waves. Kanye co-signed it. He worked with J and B, and that led to, you know, Watch the Throne and thus forth.
Yeah.
And then after that, once Def Jam starts messing with him again, after they sort of like put him on the shelf, he says, "I need $1 million for Channel Orange." Boom, Channel Orange works and stuff like that. And then once he gets his visibility and cachet, he's working on the next album, right?
Yeah.
And this album's called Endless, and it's just Frank painting and stuff like that while the records is playing for promo. So he contractually, you know, fulfilled his duty through Def Jam.
Here's a switch.
The day after, he puts out Blonde, which was the album he decided to put on his label after he fulfilled contractual obligation with Def Jam. Already had a side deal with Apple Music where they were getting him like $20 million. So he pretty much gave him like a BS album, puts this great body of work, puts it on his album. I think makes like $2 million in sales and stuff like that. Wow. And pretty much, you know,
He really finessed
the music business that's been finessing all these artists.
Yeah.
And like the thing is, that exclusive deal made one of the head honchos at Universal be like, "Nah, you artists not getting exclusive deals out here." So Frank is in a space where he could do whatever he wants.
Pretty much.
And he already has the visibility that, you know, all these artists he's worked with have co-signed. Beyonce co-signed him, Hov co-signed him, Kanye co-signed him. It doesn't matter what he does. It's just that when he got something coming out, people don't gravitate towards it.
Of course.
You know,
It's like a J Electronica. We wait forever, and when the album finally drops, we're gonna be listening to it regardless.
I think he's one of hip hop's biggest disappointment from an artist standpoint.
Did we speak about this already?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I don't care what anybody tells me.
Listen, man. I know. Listen. We went over this already. I can go into detail because I can't go into detail with it because we did it already. Yes, we know it's a Jay-Z album featuring J Electronica. We know this.
Yeah, it is.
And we'll leave it at that.
I would never treat that as his first album.
My favorite record for him is Pyramids.
That's
That transition to the second part of the Pyramids.
Like,
oh man.
Honestly, he's like my favorite artist still till this day. Like, my thing is from a lyrical standpoint. When you look at the meanings of his songs and how he ties it, Pyramid is a 9-minute song.
Yes, it is.
And how it starts off and where he takes it and how he ties it in.
It completely switches you
It's
around.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, if you pay attention to his lyrics, I can't really find a bad one.
It's funny that you talk about Pyramids because, you know, I actually played a record in the club.
Shoot.
The second part of the song.
Makes sense.
Because it has that
Perfect.
sensual strip clubby kind of vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And whenever I drop it in, everyone goes like, yo, who is this? It's Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
And yo, Intense, why you get exclusive? So, yo, this was, that's why, like, for me nowadays, a lot of DJs, a lot of people can't really enjoy albums anymore.
Yeah.
I'm the old head. I go by 3 rules. If I listen to an album, listen to it 3 times.
Yes.
After the 3rd time, Because the first time I listened to it, I play it through.
Yeah.
Just to hear what I can pick out of it. Second time I listen to it, I give it a thorough listen, and make sure these singles I can really use. Then the third time, I know what songs I can use, what songs is trash and whatever. So when I heard Pyramid, I never can go past it.
Listen, there are artists. There are artists that are singles driven, and there's album driven.
Yeah.
Frank is an album driven artist. Like, you listen to one track, you're like, I think I'm gonna have to go through this whole album. Like, he's just one of those guys.
You know what did that for me?
You know.
And you put him on to me, it's Giveon.
Yes. That dude's the truth.
Those two EPs he combined as one. Yeah. Oh my God.
Nah, honestly, he's one of those guys.
And then another guy too is Lucky Day. Because Lucky Day on Red. Yeah. I can't go past it.
Yes.
That song is always on repeat.
That's a great record.
I'm sorry. I wish you put that at the end and the second track of the album. Record. But man. Yeah. And people don't forget about Lucky Day's story, man, because he had to put his grind through the mud too.
Got to.
People understand that he started out on American Idol as a contestant.
Was it that or The Voice? I'm not sure.
He was on both. I think he was on.
Oh, he was on both? Oh, wow.
No, he was on American Idol.
Wow.
Look it up. Because they'll tell you. Hold on. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, another guy I think you'll like, if you haven't come across his stuff already, is this guy named Kyle Dion.
I think I heard of him before.
Yeah.
So he competed on American Idol. And he listened to A Change Gonna Come. And he got 4 yeses and was eliminated after reaching the top 20 of that year on American Idol 2005. And then he went as a songwriter and did She Got Her Own.
Yeah.
He wrote for Believe Us and Boyz II Men. Keke Palmer, Enemies. Oh! LMA's 10,000 Hours and Down. Okay. Trey Songz, Song Goes Off. And Mary J. Blige. And then he did Roll Some More 2018.
I love that record. There's a reggae influence version of it with my guy Chronix.
Ooh, Chronix is the one.
When I tell you that version is live as well, like also the version with Ty Dolla $ign Wale was cool too. Mm-hmm. But that version with Chronix, man, oh my God. Chronix is one of, like I said when I was saying like Jamaica's in a great place musically. Guys like Chronix, Coffee, they are special right now, to be honest with you. And I hope they get their roses. Protege is another one I listen to.
2005. Hold on. Let me see. So, the winner of the American Idol Season 4, Carrie Underwood.
Honestly,
okay,
I could safely say, oh my bad, there have been plenty of artists that have won American Idol, and only a handful of them have gone to have these next level, big time, successful, music careers and being successful touring acts. Like Kelly Clarkson rings a bell. Carrie Underwood. Mm-hmm. Those are a couple names, but not too many of them go out and have this long career. We have the Ruben Sutters of the world and stuff like that, but again, not too many of them have a long career. It's usually the ones that probably don't end up winning that have these sustainable careers. Jennifer Hudson didn't win. She had a sustainable career. The guy from Daughtry, he was there. He didn't win. He left early. Sustainable career and stuff like that. So, American Idol ain't the end of the road. It's just a platform to keep people's, to keep you on the radar, to make you visible. But even if you don't win, that doesn't mean it's the end of the road.
Wow, he got eliminated in the top 20.
It's not and I'm glad he stuck with it.
Yeah.
I'm glad he stuck with it because, again, he gave us great music, and he's going to continue to give us great music.
The fact that he wrote She Got Her Own with Neo, with him and Jimmy Fox.
Yes.
Shoot.
He's paying your dues, man. It's
yeah.
Neo had to pay his dues.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just when you ready to take that next step and you just be that leading man, it's going to happen.
Amen.
I feel the same way about Luke James, too. I'm like, you don't got, complimentary vocals. You are the lead. If you was in a group, you'd be the lead. Mm-hmm. You as a solo artist, you'd be the lead. You are a very talented singer. Like, you don't just up and just sit here write songs for other people. Like, you gotta. I'm the type of dude. I want to push you to the front. Like, you know, just to be like, nah, this dude is serious with his vocals. So yeah, he's another guy holding high regard, and it's so real that Beyonce used to be Beyonce's opening act when she was doing and stuff like that. That's a big deal.
It's a big deal, yeah.
Beyonce ain't just letting anybody open for her.
You gotta have some merit behind you.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
so,
like those two girls, Chloe and Halle, when Beyonce first signed, I was like, what are they gonna be doing? But now you can see what she saw in them.
Oh, they're gonna be around.
And
for
they're
a while.
gonna be around for a while. Yes, they
They're gonna be around
are.
for a while.
Chloe and Halle gonna be around, especially that Chloe boy. Woo!
Yeah.
You keep doing that silhouette challenge, things like that, girl. Woo! Anyways, man, look, man.
Stay away from these rappers, though.
Look, yeah, please. Listen, baby girl. I don't know if you might hear us. This is DJ Intense talking. Get you a lawyer. Get you a swimmer. Get you a golfer. Just don't be with these rappers. Please don't be with these rappers. Stay away from the Young Blues. Stay away from the babies.
The
Little Dirks.
That's not to say
G Herbos.
that you won't produce great art, but it's gonna hurt.
Yes.
It's gonna hurt.
So stay away from those guys,
Yeah,
please.
go for the people who are like the Joey Badasses.
Yes.
The Kendrick Lamars.
Yes. Get those kind of guys.
The J. Coles.
The Backpack guys. The Sirs out there.
Go link Don't See Too Bad Other, and he's underrated.
The 1985s. You know what I'm saying? Get those kind of guys. Get the dweeb. Stay away from the trappers.
Don't mess with them hood boys.
All right? See the trappers. Anyways. So, Walt, man, give me your handle, bro.
All right. I stay with the IG, and my handle is IM_WAL, 4 T's at the end.
Said he said.
All right, right now, I'm still at Twitter at ThatManSeti. On IG, I have still going on right now. On IG, I have Seti55 and Seti Rooney's POV.
Yes.
And yes, as I reach you guys.
And I am DJ Intense, host with most from the Record Podcast. You can find us on social media sites, platforms at On The Record, place to see with a K, and you can find me on all social media platforms at DJ INTENCE. This week,